Hey guys, good evening and welcome to AOEIndia's Twitch channel. We have the continuation of the Sultans Cup today, and I have a very special co-caster here with me today, Mr. Wildring. So, hey man.
Hey, Sainad. Thanks, man.
Yeah, so
Good
welcome
to
to
be
the stream.
back.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's good to, cast with you. I mean, I've just cast with you, I think a couple of times before, during STC, I believe.
Yep,
So yeah, exactly.
same here, man.
As
It's fun.
Tranzo says, Mr. AOE India is here. He didn't go invisible, unfortunately. He got married. So yeah,
Unfortunately, yeah, I
yeah,
got married.
exactly. So yeah, one more who's fallen inside the well. Anyway, so what we have today is a couple of sets from the loser bracket. Some very interesting games actually today. So I wanted to actually talk to you about these. One is Stackers X versus Logisticas. So Stackers X, I mean, of course, you know these guys. There's Morty, there's Blaple, and
Yeah.
there's Instagram. I'm not sure if you
I,
know Instagram, but
I don't know. I think he's a recent addition to Stackers, I think.
so I mean, the thing is, because of this point system and everything, Morty is a 17-point player as per the drafting that we did, and Blaple is I think 14 points. So they had to use somebody who was less than 10 points to make sure that they fell into the 40-point bracket.
I
And
see.
because of that, I believe he's around 900 ESO or something, 1v1. So
Okay.
I mean I'm not sure if he's officially a member of Stackers, but yeah, for this tournament he's a part of their team. And
Okay.
Logisticas, we have BR is there. We've got a couple of other guys who are actually a part of the original team Lan Clan. But again, with Lan Clan, they had to split up their team into two groups, just to be able to take part in the tournament. So yeah. Anyway, we have the Civ draft for the first set here. Stackers X versus Logistica. So let me just load that up. And yeah, so on the left we have Morty, who is for Stackers X, and on the right we have BR, who's playing for Logisticas. So I think I'll just fast forward the entire thing, and we can
Okay.
take a look at the civs after that. So, I mean, as you can see, the order of the ban goes that the host, which is Morty, bans one, then the guest bans two, then the host bans again, and after that we have the guest picking and etc. etc. But yeah, anyway, so regarding the home maps, which will of course make sense now. Stackers X have picked Arena and Golden Pit as their home maps. And meanwhile, we've got Logisticas who've picked Four Lakes and Serengeti. So, yeah, I mean, I
Okay,
guess
that's
we've got Gravity also in the chat. Hey, man. Hey, Bombi Gypsy. So,
uh,
yeah, anyways, can you see the Civ draft on your end?
yeah, I can see the draft.
Okay, so uh, we've got Teuton's ban, which is the first ban of the draft. Which I mean, I guess it's an
Yeah,
interesting ban, but because
again, it depends on the maps, right? Probably maybe the BL's team is much comfortable with Teutons.
uh,
Could be the reason.
yeah, because what we've had is a couple of times we've had Arena as somebody's home map, and a team has picked Teutons and has basically gone on to wreck
Oh,
because uh, once you get Teuton Paladins out, it's extremely difficult to finish them off. At least at whatever levels these guys are playing. So maybe that explains why these guys have banned the Teutons.
mm.
And after that we've
and
got sorry.
and also having a weakest player in the team, you need to think about
Uh,
like all the other
yeah,
civilizations
yeah, yeah,
as well.
exactly. So that is there, and meanwhile, Logisticas have banned Burmese and Incas. So
Hmm.
Burmese, of course, makes sense because Stackers have got Arena as their home map. So I think they just
Hmm.
want to, make sure that Burmese don't end up wrecking at least one player because in the end you end up with the whole thing where if one player is dead, uh, it becomes a 2v3, which is difficult to come back from. And Incas, honestly, I don't know why they've
Uh,
banned Incas.
It's just because you like sometimes like one side gets trashed, maybe the fist fight.
Hmm.
It'll be very difficult for the
Right.
for logisticals to get back into the game. And also like talking about Titans, it's just not yeah like Gravity said, not just paladins. The siege is really extremely deadly.
Right. Right. Right.
So yeah, that could be one of the reasons why they ban Titans.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean
And
because they get bombard cannons, they get onager as
um,
well.
yeah,
I
and the
I'm
monks
not sure
and
if they get
stuff.
siege onagers, but yeah, I mean they get
Mm,
onagers, so it's a pretty
yeah.
powerful combination anyway.
Mm,
And finally, we've got a Malay ban. So I think that might just be because Logisticas have got 4x, so possibly because of the harbors or the
yep.
infinite fish traps or whatever. I don't
Mm,
know. Let's see.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So after that, yeah, we've got Logisticas who've picked Mayans, Ethiopians, and Vikings. Uh, I mean, three pretty good archer civs. And
Away for
Vikings,
arches.
yeah, so I mean, initially they've just gone for archers. It's like, I mean, the Vikings, of course, they can do their infantry. Same thing with the Mayans and post-Imperial with the Eldorado Eagles or whatever. But mainly three archers on their side. After that, yeah, so we've got Morty who's picked Britons, Franks, and Lithuanians. So these guys went for a couple of very good cavalry civs actually.
Yep. And
And
it makes sense, right? Like when you are playing a team game, you need your pocket to have
yeah,
good cavalry
yeah, but
civilization.
like my main worry here is that these guys might not have enough good archer civs on their side.
Mm. But they have Saracens, they have Britons, and
Okay, yeah,
even
right, right, right.
Indians,
If
cavalry archers.
right, and
Pretty good.
plus, due to the fact that we are playing on the previous patch, so Saracens is still extremely strong, right, to kill
Yeah.
buildings or whatever. Right, 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 yeah. And okay, so after that for logisticas, we've got Vietnamese, Khmer, and Japanese. And on the other side, we've got Persians, Saracens, and Indians, as you just pointed out. So, yeah, I mean, what do you think about picking Vietnamese and Japanese? I think Japanese makes sense for physics. Uh,
And Vietnamese is also pretty good. Like you can use them on Arabia, Arena,
yeah, yeah,
especially if you want to lame your opponent
yeah,
and
exactly.
make their life miserable.
Yeah,
Vietnamese is a very good choice.
right, right.
And also their archer bonus,
Exactly, yeah.
20-30% extra. So
And yeah, so finally we've got Berbers, Koreans, and Magyars for Logisticas, and Mongols, Italians, and Portuguese for Stackers X. So
like
yeah,
as far as I can see, I think Stackers have has got pretty good civilizations when compared to Logisticas.
yeah. So yeah, I think apart from a couple of very good picks for Logisticas, Mayans, Ethiopians, Magyars is good. But like if you look at the overall split, I feel like Stackers X as the better draft.
Yep, that's true.
Because Lithuanians, Franks can be deadly on Golden Pit with their cheaper castles. Lithuanians on Arena can be kick-ass.
The Lithuanians, especially if you get to those relics, they are pretty strong on
Yeah,
any map.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, I mean let's see. Should be a few interesting games over here. Hopefully, they do their entire set of three games. So yeah, let me just load up the replay. Okay, so I've loaded the replay. I have paused at 1 second. So
All right, let's go.
Shift 8. Let me just switch the overlay. And okay, I'll just need to fix the capture age thing. Logisticals on the right, stackers X on the left, best of three. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we can go live in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Right. Oh,
Right. So we've got Morty who's playing as the flank, which I mean, I saw this in the previous set where what they did was they had Blapley playing as the pocket. So I think, yeah, so exactly. We've got Blapley who's playing as the Frank's pocket. Morty, meanwhile, is the flank playing as the Britons. And finally, we've got in teal, Instagram who's playing as the Lithuanians. So Lithuanians as a flank. I mean, of course, in feudal age, it does not matter that much. If you can get two archers or whatever, it's still good. Of course, they get crossbows and all. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't understand the pick by Instagram playing as the Lithuanians.
It's probably just because of that extra food and Arabia being more open map. Maybe he's just planning to go for men at arms directly, or maybe Drush.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, of course, yeah,
That is possible.
yeah. Lithuanians can go for that, but I think yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately, he's just facing a lumber camp, so the 3 minute rush or the 3 minute rush is nothing.
it's gone.
Yeah, and on the other
So
side, yeah,
on the other side, we have Nagraj playing in red as Ethiopians, and to the left we have Agent P playing as Pocket, Magyars. The bottom side we have BR playing in purple as Vietnamese.
and
So is he gonna
Morty,
lane?
Morty, yeah, exactly. That is what I
Marty
was
is already
wondering.
here.
Yeah, Morty is already like way far forward. He
Yeah.
might even find a couple of sheep here.
It- It's usually the other way around. Whenever you pick Vietnamese in
Yeah,
tournament, people tend to go to the opponent's TC and maybe opponent's base and try to get at least a boar or a couple of sheep. But that's not happening here.
yeah. So I mean, at this point, the only person who's like way far forward is Morty, and okay, yeah. So that's
And
just Morty's boar. I thought Morty had sent a villager forward as well, but yeah, he hasn't.
this is
And
interesting. So, like anyone would expect, like having Vietnamese, they might go for a lane, but that's not happening again.
yeah,
So,
I mean, usually what we've seen is, at the third or the fourth second, somebody
mm,
is, just pinging, like, these are the opponents, where they are
yeah.
located or whatever. And, like, honestly, from whenever I have played with a Vietnamese ally, like,
Mm,
you don't care where your opponent is at, like, 10 seconds into the game, right?
yeah, true.
Like, at
And
that point, you're still busy finding your own sheep, trying to get them under the TC or whatever,
yeah.
so.
And look at this here. BR is just camping right next to his own boar. He's not even camping at his enemy's boar. And Moti finds two sheep and he's gonna lame them.
Yeah, so exactly.
And
As
this is
discussed.
pretty bad for BR. And like if he's worried about the lame, he should just go and get the boar faster instead of just camping right next to the boar.
Yeah, exactly,
And
exactly.
he knows
And
Moti tries to come forward and lame, but I mean this is not the way to protect your boar.
yeah, but I mean, Moti is being pretty extremely good with, making sure that his scout does not run into TC fire. Because I mean, at this point, he can see the houses, he can see the gold or whatever. So he should know where the TC is. And yeah, I mean,
I
apart
think
from
BR
that,
is already in sort of like panic mode when he sees Moti on his side.
yeah,
He just whatever
exactly,
that comes
exactly.
into mind is like when you think about Moti, okay, he may come and lame.
Right. But at least he did manage to find his other two sheep. So
Yep.
he's just short two sheep at this point. Unfortunately, the deer are quite fast. So I don't know if he's going to push deer or I don't know, maybe place a farm or two. Let's see.
And on the other side, Instagram is going to lose his scout. Oh, there goes the scout.
Wait. Where? Ah, okay, okay, okay. Under Nagraj TC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just saw that.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, pretty bad for Instagram.
And
No, Blah Play Scout is there, just trying to scout the barracks. And
and
why? That barracks is right next to town center. I don't know why he took those villages away from building that barrack.
yeah, exactly. And honestly, I feel like he should have built that barracks slightly forward because he has these nice wood lines, to use as the wall.
And Moti lames another sheep
With
right
what?
next to his town center. I think Beer was scouting with that sheep, and that sheep is gone
Oh
now.
man. Oh man. But I think BR will find
Oh,
it. Because BR.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess what.
It's out
Guess
of his
what.
sight
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
And Moti, he's not even worried. So looks like he's gonna go with straight archers. But now Nagaraj is running into Instagram Scout Center. Okay, scout for scout.
Yeah. And so this is again another thing that I see with Instagram. Unfortunately, he's got a villager who's stuck between I think the house or whatever.
Oh,
But yeah, he just goes for these quick walls, and he's got six on gold right now.
so probably
Unfortunately,
straight archers.
no, no. So Instagram has not even placed a mill on his berries.
What?
Yeah, so
Okay, this is interesting.
and so he is going for a pre-milled rush. Unfortunately, it's a very late pre-milled rush, and I don't think the pre-mill part is on purpose. I think he's just forgotten
Uh,
to,
so here
uh,
comes the walling part from Moti. He's gonna wall off his base entirely. In the other side, from BR, looks like he is also planning to go straight archers.
yeah. So I mean, at this point, of course, nobody has made any militia or whatever, except
Mm.
for we've got Nagraj, who does have a militia inside his barracks. He's making one more. And Lapse's scout was being a nuisance, but so now we've got Nagraj who's put two villagers to finish the walling.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, two players will be walled. Moti will be walled. Nagraj will be walled. The only guy that's gonna be in a lot of trouble here is gonna be BR.
so BR is not even thinking of walling at this point, right?
Yeah, and also he has only one lumber camp. So yeah, that's not gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he has another nice wood line at the back if he wants to use that. It's pretty close, and there's even one in front of his base, so he can use that.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
that if you look at the scouting of from VR, that scout has never left his base. That scout is just there.
oh
If you
man,
look at the fog of
yeah, yeah,
war.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think he's just counting on his Vietnamese bonus to, not needing to scout or whatever.
But still, he needs to know what Moti
Yeah,
is
I mean,
planning
of
to do.
course,
Is it going to
yeah.
be a fast castle, double archery ranges, or trust? And this is not good
So,
from
yeah, I
BR's
mean,
part.
Morty's already got at least a couple of archers out. Yeah, so that's two archers. He's got a couple of spears as well. So, in case the pocket Agent P sends any scouts.
Yep.
And meanwhile, yeah, so we've got a scout fight over here,
Outside.
right next to Nagraj's base.
So yeah, nice micro there by Blah Play. So he's gonna bring in one more scout. So Agent P has to regroup with all his scouts.
Uh,
Why did he send all his scouts forward? Oh man, this is not gonna be good. But let's see. This fight, he can win.
uh,
But
who do you mean? Agent P. Yeah, I mean,
Agent
of
P.
course, with the Magyar scouts, right? And I
Yeah,
believe he's got more of them. Or
yeah.
actually, he's got the same number, but some archers are out. Ah,
It
okay.
all. Oh, one scout down. So a
Uh,
lot of scouts from Agent P are very low on
yeah,
health.
but
He's
by
gonna
the
lose
way,
all the
we've
scouts.
got Nagraj's man-at-arms inside Instagram's base as well, and Instagram finally does place the mill on his berries. So there's that.
So on the other side now, Moti doesn't care about BR. He's directly going
Yup,
to
yeah,
pocket with all his archers.
yes.
And it's gonna be pretty bad for Agent P if he
Yeah,
doesn't see what's coming towards his base.
I mean, it's not even about seeing, right? He's not walled at all. His wood line is completely exposed, the one at the back. And
And BR doesn't have anything. He's just started making skirms.
oh man,
It's gonna do a lot of damage for Agent P.
yeah,
Just these few archers
yeah.
and
So
couple
that's
of
what
spears.
that's five archers with fletching, and oh,
Oh, that panic tower. Oh
and
man.
honestly, I don't even like the tower because
Yeah,
you
that
can
tower
have,
does nothing.
yeah. I mean, Morty's archers can stand on this side of the wood line. Ah, okay, so he's just given up on the wood line altogether, I think.
Oh god.
Oh.
That's real panic mode there.
Yeah, so now he's
Yeah.
having to build another lumber camp, and
And now finally BR is sending some help. But he's sending all of his skirms there. All he has to do is send half the skirms, get like okay, he has armor. He doesn't have to send all the skirms there. Send
yeah,
half the skirms, just try to
and
micros.
especially since he's playing as the Vietnamese, he does not need to send all those cones forward.
Exactly.
But I think meanwhile, yeah, so Morty is going to have a pretty big lead because, especially with the Britain archery ranges working faster,
Hmm.
Morty is going to collect a shitload of archers, and I think the next batch will be headed towards BR's base. I mean, that is
Yeah,
my
that
assumption, of course.
and that'll be a deadly blow for
Yeah,
BR.
yeah, yeah.
And he has a preemptive tower right next to his base, to the gold.
And meanwhile, Instagram is also applying quite a lot of pressure on Nagraj. So Nagraj is playing as the Ethiopians, and we've got Instagram who's playing as the Lithuanians. So I mean, as I was saying, archers with Lithuanians is what we ended up with. So Nagraj has fletching on the other side. So does Instagram, which is yeah. So I mean, of
But
course, the Ethiopian archers should win the fight if they are in equal numbers, which I believe they are.
but Instagram is not giving up. He's sending even more archers.
Yeah, I
Couple
mean,
of
of
more
course,
archers are gonna join the party.
especially, yeah, I mean, considering the fact that, we've got Instagram who's
Mm.
placing some pressure forward.
Oh, Blapley scouts are gonna pick up all the skirms here. Oh man.
Yeah, and
So
so, I mean, Morty's got this small army alive now. That's what, three archers and two spears.
yeah, they're still alive, surprisingly.
Yeah, but I mean, effectively, this means is, it's almost 20 minutes and Agent P has not collected any gold yet. So, I mean,
Yeah, he
it's
won't
going
be
to
able
be
to
a
click up.
very late Castle Age. Meanwhile, we've got Blaple who's already, like quite a way towards Castle Age. What
Hmm.
percentage is he at? Yeah, so he's at 30%. And meanwhile, Agent P has not even started collecting gold, as I said.
Uh, he made even more scouts, so he's gonna stay in feudal age for a long time. So that means he has to deal with all those Frank knights getting into his base.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, okay, he's finally collecting some gold without a mining camp. I assume he'll place it at some point. But there's this
Uh,
massive army, as I was saying, by Morty
yeah.
here.
Seems like Moti has given up on BR. He doesn't worry. He doesn't care about BR, and yeah, he's just gonna harass all the wood lines. Oh god, that's one will down already, and that wood line is gone again. He's just running back and forth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is pretty bad. And so, I mean, the thing here is, what exactly is BR doing? I mean, BR made a few scoms, which sort of saved his pocket for a while, Agent P. And right now, all he's doing is he's just, trying to follow Morty's archers.
Yep. But back home, he doesn't have any army at all.
Yeah,
He has a couple of archers queued
exactly.
up and four archers, but Moti is already halfway to Castle Age.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. So BR is finally starting, archer production instead of sperm production. And the issue here is he's got just 100 food and close to 200 gold. So again, it's going to take him a very long while to get to Castle Age.
BR has already clicked up to Castle. I think it's
Okay,
Agent.
okay, yeah, yeah, I missed that.
It's
Sorry, yeah.
even Agent has clicked up to Castle
Yeah,
Age now.
Agent did also click up, and yeah, he's getting bloodlines as well. But I mean, on this side, we've got Blapse, who's already got 5 knights out, and Morty has 21 archers, which will soon become crossbows.
Yep. And this complete army is gonna get annihilated now. Archers, skirms, everything here when those knights join the party.
Yeah, and these are Frank knights. He has the +1. He has
Yep.
not clicked up for the +2 yet, but I assume it will come on pretty soon.
Yep.
And
This
Agent P
one
is
is more than enough to kill those skirms.
Yeah, and Agent P is sending, I think, yeah, that's 5 scouts he's sending, trying to get some sort of a raid on Blapse, but I doubt that
Yeah,
is going to work.
and there's one knight already
Yeah,
chasing those scouts.
exactly.
That's more than enough. But
And
here there's one-on-one fight happening between Nagaraj and Instagram, and all these archers are gonna go down again. Oh man, this is looking pretty bad for Logisticas already.
yep, yep, yep. And
Now Raj is gonna lose all his army once again.
so, I mean, he just lost his army, and now he's got Morty's, I think that's 9 archers inside his base. Uh,
Oh god,
there is an
this is
overchop
looking
in his
rough.
wood line, so of course Morty did not even need to kill the wall, but yeah, I mean, he's already in.
Oh
He's
man,
got ballistics also now.
it's
There
massacre
we go,
here.
yeah.
It's 3, 4 wills. I think he's gonna kill all those wills there.
Yeah,
Oh man,
and yeah, so there's the GG.
there you go. Here comes GG. Well played, the stackers.
So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I guess these guys were just extremely late to age up. And meanwhile, for stackers, I mean, that was a pretty clinical play by these guys.
It's not just aging up. Like whenever, like even if you look at the scouting and also
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, definitely.
map presence, team coordination, is not
Hmm.
as great as Strikers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense. And Instagram did pretty good uh,
Which, yeah, which is, I was,
with Lithuanians.
exactly,
Yes.
I was just about to mention, like, Instagram, he seems like a completely different player right now,
Yep.
to what we've seen. Sometimes it happens, of course, when you have two extremely good teammates, you sort of don't get rushed on your side because, the opponents are trying to overthink their tricks or whatever, and you can just sort of look better than you are. But I think in this game he did play quite well because I mean, as we saw, he was constantly pressuring Nagraj. So I don't
Mm,
think Nagraj's archers ever left his own base.
true. So it's pretty good from his part. Like that's what he's
Yes,
supposed to do.
yes, yes,
Make sure that
definitely,
your flank doesn't leave your base and try to raid pocket or something. He
exactly,
consistently kept pressure on Nagaraj, even though when he lost
exactly,
half of
yeah.
his archers, he still kept on sending those archers back to his base.
Yeah, because I mean, in the previous games that we had cast, I think Dranzer was co-casting with me, and there was always a player on the opponent's side who would be on Instagram's base and just waste his time over there, where Instagram was not usually making any sort of army. Like he was badly hit by feudal age archers or whatever, and these guys would waste 15, 20 minutes inside Instagram's base, and they would get overrun by Blapley or Morty. But
Mm,
this time, I think, of course, yeah, as we are discussing, Instagram did play extremely well. So, in fact, he got a star on his on the buildings raised stat as well. So he
oh
was the
yes.
only one who destroyed a building. So yeah, that's pretty notable. And 18 army, which is extremely nice to see.
Yep. It's
Uh,
much bigger army than Nagaraj. So
yeah, yeah, definitely.
so
Uh,
well played there, Stackers X.
So yeah, okay. So on this side, Instagram or Nagraj did not reach Castle Age. I assume one of them or both of them might have clicked up, of course, but yeah, the game only lasts like less than 26 minutes, so we didn't get to see them hit Castle Age. But yeah, apart from that, honestly, I feel Agent P not walling was a big mistake on his side.
Yep.
And
And same for BR.
yeah, 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 exactly. And honestly, in a team game, like once you start making skirms, it's difficult to come back from that, right? Especially early game, like
You
17,
you
18
can
minutes.
but the problem is he did not even go to Mortis base once, not
Yeah,
even with his scout.
exactly.
So that's the biggest mistake by Beyond there.
So yeah, so game two should be on 4x. I will, yeah, so I've paused it at 2 seconds,
Okay.
and yeah, let me know when you're
Um,
ready to go live.
yep, I'm ready.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, let's go. So yeah, we've got Morty who's playing as the Persians this time. I wait, so this time Morty is playing as the flank. Sorry, he's playing as the pocket this time. We've got Blapley who's playing as the Italians and who is the flank this time. Usually he's the one who plays pocket. And Instagram, as usual, playing as the flank, and this time he's Portuguese.
It's pretty good. Very good saves for stackers. On the other
Yes.
side, we have Nagraj playing in red as Vikings, and this time Pocket again Agent P as Berbers. And the right flank we have BR playing in purple as Japanese. So okay saves for both the teams.
Hmm.
Vikings and Japanese and Berbers. So seems okay, but on the other side we have Persians, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Portuguese again, pretty strong, and pocket we have Persians. So it's gonna be.
So
Uh,
that is their team bonus, right? The faster working
mhm.
docks. Or is
Yep,
it just a save bonus?
I think it's dogs as well.
No, no, but is
Let
it for the
let.
entire team or is it just for the player?
No. Team bonus is knights +2 attack versus archers
Ah, right, right, right,
for
right.
Persian.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Makes sense. So this time, So on this side we've got Blaple who is just pushing deer rather than going forward to do any sort of raming. But yeah, let's see if because Morty's already found his four sheep,
Hmm.
and he's found one of his boars. Okay, so he's found the other boar as well. He's found his deer if he's interested, and yeah, I think he's about to go forward now. Once he just scouts the lake or whatever, I I I assume he will go forward, considering how aggressive we saw him in the previous game. But yeah, I mean let's see. And of course, the nice thing with having a Portuguese ally is you get way more line of sight, on the map, because you get your allies as well.
So, so what do you think? What's the gameplay here is gonna be?
Uh, Gameplay,
Uh,
honestly, I personally feel like Nagraj again being paired up opposite Instagram side.
like
If
Instagram donates his scout to the town center.
yeah, no, I mean my thing is if Nagraj has possibly learned a lesson from the previous game or whatever, and this time he tries to be more aggressive and keep the pressure on Instagram's side, we might have a very interesting game over here. Because usually that is how it has gone in the previous games, where Instagram gets pressured a lot. And okay, so we've already got Morty, who might lose a villager because he of course does not have Zoom at 5 minutes in. So Morty unfortunately lost his dock villager, and Agent P I think might be able to save his scout. Let's see.
Doc is already up for
Yeah, the dock is up.
Moti.
I think the villager was busy fishing or something, shore fishing. And unfortunately, yeah, Morty lost one villager.
And yeah, Blapley Dog's the same pond as we are, so it's gonna be some water fight here. At least we may see a couple of fire galleys from Blapley.
Right. Uh, okay, and on this side we've got BR who's had to wall in a villager because Blapley Scout is standing right over there.
Uh, he's never gonna leave that place.
Yeah.
She's gonna just stay there for the rest of her life. Or probably. Oh, he's hitting through the wall.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
And that
is
poor
gonna get
villager is
wrecked.
bugging out.
Is that still possible? I thought that bug is gone, but seems like it's still possible.
These
And
guys,
she's bugged there.
yeah, these
He's
these
just dancing
yeah.
out of pain. Oh gosh.
So they fix one bug and they introduce three more. So Nagraj runs right under Instagram's TC this time, and yeah,
And
so there we go. One more
uh,
scout lost TC
oh, nice
fire.
block there by the village. And there you
Yeah,
go. So yeah, scout for the scout. So both the times they sacrificed scouts to
yeah,
the town
and
centers.
Nagraj. Okay, so I don't think Instagram is going for talks at all. Like he
Mm,
does not have any villagers close to the dock. He's busy slaughtering multiple, or he's about to slaughter multiple sheep, I assume, under his TC. Yeah, so there we go. That's two down, and soon to be a third sheep down as well.
oh, sheep massacre.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the other side, we have Agent P already clicked up to Feudal Age, and he hasn't. Okay, he did dog. He did a dog, but
Yeah, so
let's
he's
see.
already got the standard fishing ships. Unfortunately, his villager is just fishing out in the open, but of course he's got zoom by now, so should not be that big of an issue. Honestly, I feel like this time again, Agent P is being greedy over here, not going forward to scout anything,
Yep,
because all he has spotted is
he's sending a villager forward. This is interesting.
uh,
So is he gonna dog Morty spawn?
wow. Yeah, this should be interesting because okay,
So
so
that'll be a
Morty,
surprise to Morty.
most
That
definitely yes,
villager walking
yes.
like miles away from his base to the other side of the map and doing a dog. That's gonna be pretty interesting.
Let me just check what sort of walls. Okay, so Morty is definitely leaving the lake open. Like initially I assumed he might wall to the lake or whatever, but he's not doing that.
But look at that scout from Moti. It's on patrol right next to the other side of the shore.
Yeah, so
So he may find that villager if he or she ends up there.
Azul.
And even that dog may not go up.
Yeah, so I was complaining about Agent P not scouting his opponent's base. Instead, he just sends a villager directly to dock over there. See where he's going, and
It's a demo raft coming out from Blah
and
Play instead of Fire Galley. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Are we
and
gonna see a good badaboom here?
we've
All
got
four fishing ships.
Blaple who's building a tower, by the way, on BR's gold, which of course won't go up because BR's got quite a few villagers on gold, so these guys can just batter it down.
But the demo is gonna make a good contact here. Let's see if he's gonna make or not.
Wait, which side?
On the right, like
Okay,
near
okay, yeah.
BR's.
So Blaple, yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a demo just waiting over there. But Blaple is being extremely aggressive. Now he's building a wall. He's trying to aim BR's gold. And
Presto.
man,
Because
this
they
is
think BR is much better player than the rest of the other guys. So
so
they're just trying to harass him.
yeah, possibly. Okay, and we've got Agent P who manages to save his villager here. Morty Scout did spot the villager.
Nice quick words there.
Yeah, so
the agent.
the single straggler tree came in extremely handy for Agent P.
And Blapley here is just being annoying
Yeah,
to BR.
he's basically being a massive pain in the ass. But I mean, now we've got BR who's already got archers out. So
That villager will go down. But what is this demo raft doing here? Is it gonna make a contact with those fishing ship at any time?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So it is going forward now, and that's 4 fishing ships.
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. These are Japanese
Yeah,
ships.
these are Japanese fishing ships.
No, wrong side. Why not in the middle?
Uh,
That's-
so anyway, I
not good
was
amount of
watching
damage.
this, and I actually noticed BR had also sent a villager forward towards Blaplay's base. I think that might have been a misclick. So I mean, at this point, I do not see any of BR's villagers around Blaplay's base.
And Agent P finally rescued his villager by sending all his scouts to kill one scout.
Yeah, so now we have a dog fight over here between Agent P and Morty.
Yep.
And yeah, so, but unfortunately, this second fire galley is not attacking. Yeah, okay, now he finally notices, so he's going to put both the fire galleys to attack the.
Agent P, I think he just wants to buy enough time to get to castle, but unfortunately, Mote has already clicked up the castle faster than Agent P. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be a
yeah,
lot of knights
exactly.
coming out of Mote's base. Or maybe he's just gonna straight away boom into 3 town centers and then come out with Cavalier or Paladins.
And okay, meanwhile, on this side, it's a pretty close fight between BR and Blaple. So both these guys are trying to capture that hill that is between them, and whoever gets more archers manages to win the fight and the hill for a few minutes. Then the other guy comes back. So
BR got the water, so he's still not attacking the dog. I don't know. Is he gonna give like enough time for Blapley to get some demolition rafts?
because Blable is building one fire galley right now from his
Yeah.
dock, and I think the gather point is inside the dock. So maybe he's just collecting a couple before he sends them out, which of course seems logical. Let's see.
On the other side, still nothing much happening between Nagaraj and Instagram. So Instagram is chasing out 2 archers of Nagaraj, and Nagaraj has a pretty good number back at home. So yeah, it's just like both the players are playing defensive right now on the
Yeah.
other side. And there is a fire galley from Instagram, but nothing is happening here.
But I mean, the thing here is, Agent P does have a couple of docks. He's got something inside this dock. Let me just check. Okay, so it's a single fire galley in this dock, and I think yeah, Agent P will end up losing those forward docks that he built, towards Morty's pond.
They're gonna go down eventually.
Yeah. And okay, so I think Instagram has given up after building one fire galley. He's not building another, and BR has got 2 right now. So yeah, let's see.
So at least that push from Agent P has got him enough time. it's buying him a lot of time because Moti is not making a lot of cavalier, sorry, knights at this point.
Morty's got 3 camels already inside BR's base, and
Oh, three now. Okay, I
yeah,
didn't see that.
so there is that, and now we've got these archers from Blapre as well. So BR
And
is going to be pushed off his gold.
it's going to be a lot of struggle for Beer.
Yeah, so I mean, as you can just see, right, BR is getting doubled on this side, and even though he will get to Castle Age in about 90 seconds, uh, he's going to have a severe lack of gold
So
because on the other
he
side we've
should.
got Agent P with 1 camel and 1 knight, which I mean, of course,
Hey, and the Beer should not take this fight. He should wait for those knights and camels to drop by and then
yeah,
engage
yeah,
this
yeah,
fight.
exactly.
Oh man, no, this is not gonna be good. If he takes this fight, he's gonna lose his numbers. The same time, Moti is gonna lose one camel.
Yeah, so Morty,
Wait,
wait, I think you are behind. I am at 21 minutes and 20 seconds. What about you?
21:15.
Okay, so I'll just stop. I am at
No, 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 it's all
21:24.
right. It's all right.
Okay, fine, yeah.
I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, so I am at 21:30 now.
Okay,
But
let's go.
yeah, so BR does get, at least one camel kill over there, a few archers as well.
I have a problem. Game crashed. You go
Oh,
ahead. Finish off this one.
okay, okay, fine. And yeah, so now we've got Agent P who's also making camels. Of course, Berbers get the cheaper stable units, and yeah, these archers from Zap, they should die now. So yeah, some nice defense this time from these guys. But unfortunately, Stacker Morty is now making knights as well. And hello.
Hello?
Uh, yeah.
Hey, you just finish off
Yeah, I
casting
mean,
this
yeah,
game.
sorry, sorry, yeah. So, okay, yeah, so anyway, we've got Agent P who is now pressuring Blapse, and Blapse is having to retreat with his archers. Might lose quite a few. Honestly, at this point, with this D pathing or whatever, I just feel like, it makes sense to put your cavalry into a split position, try to pass the units and then patrol them. So they get better engagements, which is what I usually notice. And yeah, so BR gets to Castle Age, does have, how many crossbows is that? That's 11 crossbows, and this time I think Blaplev will have some pretty big issues. Although Morty does have his camels and knights. So yeah, these are +1 knights, and on the other side, okay, so +1, +1. And yeah, so Morty is getting the second upgrade, but I mean the issue here is Blapre. Let me just check if he has even clicked up to Castle Age. I don't believe he has. Yeah, so Blapre just now clicks up to Castle Age. Meanwhile, BR is already inside his base, and with Agent P's support, I mean Agent P is making camels, etc. The occasional knight as well. So yeah, Blapre, if he, I mean the tower is nice at this point, but there is another forward woodland which can be harassed quite easily by BR. So let's see. And on the other side, we've got Nagraj. Okay, so Nagraj does not want to build any sort of farms because he believes he has enough fishing ships, which honestly I don't think so. I mean, he's got just 4 fishing ships on this side and just a few farms over here. So let me just check what his production is. Yeah, so he's got just 9 on food at this point, which might be an issue later on, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, this time Blapse is under a lot of pressure because he's still got about a minute to go before he gets to Castle Age. BR does not have ballistics yet, and meanwhile Nagraj has just got the ballistics upgrade. I mean, it's still about to come in. 30 seconds left, but yeah. So military numbers at this point, if we are just looking at them, we've got Morty with 11 camels, 5 knights, and on the other side we've got 9 knights for Agent P. So, I mean, overall, yeah, Morty will definitely be able to take the fight over here. Especially considering he's got. Okay, so both these guys have the same armor upgrades. No attack upgrades yet. And so finally, we've got at 28 minutes Instagram clicking up to Castle Age. But yeah, I think should be a pretty long game. Nothing else going on in the water. So yeah, I mean BR is just camping next to Blaplay's base. Nothing being made from over there anyway. And yeah, so BR being driven out now because of Morty. Morty with a pretty sizable military here. Although Nagraj also has quite a lot of military. Unfortunately, he's on the other side, but he should be able to wreck Instagram quite badly here. Because as we saw, he's already got ballistics as well. And okay, yeah, so Instagram has made a defensive tower here. But I think, yeah, if Nagaraj manages to get to the back of Instagram's base, all those gold villagers will die as well. Because, I mean, he can just camp his archers behind the gold, and there's nothing that the tower can do at that point. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, the game is pretty stable. We've got Blaple, who is also in Castle Age now, and he's building up a pretty sizable military. And he's got one crossbow who is being a pain in the ass to BR's villager over here. And okay, so apart from that, BR has 13 crossbows. Wait, where are these guys? Ah, okay, here. And meanwhile, Blapse has got 24 of them. So Blapse does have the numbers here. And he's got the extra armor upgrade as well on his archers, or crossbows rather. But oh man, so BR, okay, so he does have a second TC which he can use to mine the gold, and that is a nice TC placement. But yeah, I think he's going for a castle as the Japanese. Why are you still in the voice chat?
Yeah.
Say you're playing as the Japanese. Why would you go for a castle here?
Just map
For
control.
defense, I suppose, because samurai will, of course, do nothing to these crossbows, right?
I think it's just for the map control.
Okay.
He thinks that if the TC goes down, he won't be able to
Yeah, I mean,
stop that
definitely, yeah,
push.
makes sense because his gold is way far forward. So
Yep.
any sort of aggressive castle drop from Lapse, and that would be a GG on his side, unfortunately. So yeah. And now we've got, oh man, so Nagraj just managed to, hide his crossbows because Morty was sending quite a few knights towards him, I think. So that's 8 knights. I believe these guys might have had a fight or two. They've
The
lost
biggest
some health.
mistake by Nagaraj is he should have sent those knights to Moti instead of waiting or camping at his base for a
Yes,
long time.
which is exactly
Crossbows.
what I've been saying. These guys they waste so much time on Instagram, and the issue now is that Morty is like way beyond these guys. Like at this point, Morty has 130 villagers. Compare that to 39 for Blapplay and 22 for Instagram. And on the other side, we've got BR at 67, we've got Nagraj at 66, and Agent P at 97. So, I mean, Morty is going for this almighty boom, and like at that point, whatever military numbers you have is not going to matter. Once Morty gets to paladins, it it does not matter how many crossbows you have, right? And Agent P is going for a castle. Honestly, this
And
castle
since
that Agent P has built, I don't like the location. I mean, fair enough, it's on a hill, but it does not protect his own eco. It does not protect BR's eco either.
and finally Nagaraj is making a move towards Moti's base. You
And a
can
pretty big
see
fight over here between Blaple and BR. So I think that might be a stalemate for a while. Let me just look over on this side. So yeah, let's see what happens here at Morty's base. So Morty is on 4 TCs and Nagraj is okay, taking some TC fire, not a lot, but yeah, okay. So Morty's just dropped a castle. And meanwhile, BR gets to Imperial Age, which is something that we missed. Or rather, I missed, of course, because you're not in
Again,
the
like
game.
going to imp doesn't make any sense without any map control or without military
Yeah,
lead
exactly. I mean,
from
at
your
this
team.
point, how much stone does he have? He has 720 stone, so he can drop another or drop a castle at this point if he wants. Of course, not right, right in front of these crossbows. So he has to push these out. And yeah, I think now is when he can engage with these guys because he has got the Obelisk upgrade, he's got Bracer upgrade as well. So Blaple will retreat and honestly, yeah, so this is the perfect time. Just use all these gold villagers, drop a forward castle or a forward defensive castle, and yeah, just get some map control. But okay, so on this side, Morty responds in kind by raiding Nagraj with his camels. Unfortunately, not a very large number, so Morty is just having to run away with his four or three camels. Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
So
effectively, the entire push by Nagraj has been nullified for now, at least.
the other side now, BR is pushing with all his Arbalas
Yeah,
towards Bla Play space.
yeah, but then he's losing these guys to Tower Fire. Oh man,
Oh god, that's not
and
good.
we'll. Oh, that's a
Losing
nice
him.
split.
A tower is doing a lot of
Yeah,
damage, and sure, nice split there.
yeah. And okay, so we've got Agent P also about to reach the Imperial Age. So is Morty. This time, although we've got Agent P who is about a minute ahead of Morty in clicking up to him, and Morty getting a wheelbarrow at 40 minutes. So, but oh man,
BR is
we
playing pretty aggressive, like you said earlier. So he's putting a lot of pressure on Bla Play and making sure that he doesn't mass enough
yeah, but
uh,
he's lost
crossbows.
quite a big obelisk number over there.
He can still fight with that army. Not sure why he's not taking that
And
fight.
we'll have some more Archer Micro over here. So these guys shot the mangonel and then died to that mangonel. And yeah,
Oh,
so as I was saying, the nice castles here from BR. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I think they have to start looking at trade as well if they haven't. I don't believe they have made any markets yet. Yeah, so I think they need to start thinking of trade at some point.
and another big mistake from Logisticas, I can see that like there are no trips coming out from BR. He reached to Imperial Age faster with agent's help, with all the camels and knights agent has. He can BR can actually take a couple of trips
Yeah, so
forward
he's just
and
making the first trip now because his castle came up, I guess, just a minute or so
it's
ago.
quite late here.
Yeah, exactly.
By now, that trip should have been outside and try to get rid of all the military buildings and town
And
center from
honestly,
Black.
I don't see why BR is pulling these obelisks behind. The siege workshop, long term, this does not pose any sort of trouble to him. So yeah, I mean he
Maybe
needs to go
he's just
forward.
leaving way for those Adblast to
Yeah, I mean,
move towards.
but the problem here is that Agent P lost his entire army mass, right? He lost quite a lot of his camels to Morty's military. So
And BR is gonna lose his army too. Once those camels become heavy camels.
And
Uh,
again, here's the surprising thing. So, Agent P not going for the heavy camel upgrade. Okay, so he just goes for it now. And meanwhile, Morty is going to have his heavy camels in about 20 seconds. So, just
and also,
slight delays, I feel, on their side.
but
Uh,
at least Agent P has good number
yeah, definitely.
of camels and cavalier mixed up together.
Yeah, so Agent P has that's 4 camels and 14 cavaliers. Meanwhile, Morty has 15 light cav. He's got 8 camels. So yeah, I think this game
Looking much better for Logistica.
definitely yes. And honestly, I mean, as we have been discussing. What Nagraj needs to do at this point is uh,
Yeah, you should go to
wait,
just
wait.
leave
Who's
Instagram, go to Moti space.
somebody's imp TC died.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
wait. No, because
Probably Instagram CC or maybe Blah Place.
no, Blaple is already in imp, right? Ah, he might lose the TC, is what he's saying.
Just have a look at Blah
And
Place.
yeah,
Oh,
so
that TC maybe.
yeah,
Oh yeah, 78%.
and yeah, so it does go down. That's a very nice spot by Nanda.
Oh
So yeah, I think
man, yeah,
now
that's
it's
gonna be pretty bad
yeah, I mean
for Blah Play.
at this point I guess it's pretty much a GG because Blaple, how many TCs does he have? Oh, so
And he
he
still clicks up.
yeah, so he does click up. Now this TC is pretty much inside or to the side of Morty's base. But we've got Agent P who is raiding the shit out of Morty as well now. All these lumberjacks will die.
And
So
a good comeback from Logistica.
yes, most
Especially
definitely.
if Nagraj joins the party and if he decides to go to Moti
Uh,
space, it's going to be pretty difficult for
oh
Moti to deal
man,
with three
we
armies.
almost had a very big bada boom over here.
Oh.
Unfortunately, yeah, I mean these mangoners can't range these Abadas. So yeah,
And a villager walking with those herbless.
yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, she's leading them.
what was
Okay, and she decides to
I
go
mean,
back
a
home.
pretty strong lady because I believe she ran under the castle as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think yeah because okay, so Blaple is just now placing more archery ranges because his original base is pretty much gone, and BR doing the smart thing is placing a mining camp on Blaple's gold and a forward castle as well. So yeah, I mean Bape has basically had to, just migrate all of his villagers behind, and let's see,
Yeah.
if Morty can hold on and push
And
back.
Moti is gonna just raid the crap out of all the three players with all his hussars.
Yeah, but I mean
Uh,
the problem now is that okay, so Morty is at 150 villagers, right? But then you've got Blaple with just 12 villagers.
I mean, it's
So
still not gonna be a problem.
yeah,
Rapley is gonna make only Herbalist, right?
no,
So what Moti can does do is like sling,
no, Morty
and
is
there you
just
go. He calls
GG'd.
GG.
Yeah, I mean I don't think it's possible to come back from 10 villagers.
Yeah,
Especially if it's Blapse, right? If it was Instagram, they would have pushed on, most definitely. But yeah, I mean, with Blapse down, I don't think these guys can hold off, all three of them.
so, but well played by
Yeah,
Logistica.
definitely.
What a comeback! I wasn't expecting this on four legs, but yeah, well played. I think those
Yeah.
early small mistakes probably by Blapley. Maybe he was just trying to have fun, additional extra fun, maybe.
Yeah. I think so. So yeah, Morty still got the highest number of kills, but unfortunately his KD is not that good. And on the other side, BR, Nagraj, and Agent P, all three of them, yeah. So some pretty nice KDs for these guys. Nagraj, okay, pretty equal, but then he had the largest military. So yeah. And eco-wise, yeah, Morty was just like, man, this guy was on an almighty boom. I think he had 150 villagers by the end, something like that. 170 villagers for Morty.
Oh, God.
So
Yeah, that's probably a boom.
yeah. And
Maybe he knew he just wants to sling Blapley.
yeah, honestly, personally, like I feel he maybe was he not playing serious enough because you don't get to 170 villagers by a mistake.
No, actually, but with Persians, you can overboom and sling resources to your teammates when they need them, and just delete the rest of the villages. Maybe that's what Moti was trying to do there.
Okay.
When he saw Blapley was getting pushed back, he might have decided to overboom, or maybe just make too many resources and then sling if someone needed it.
Okay. So yeah, fair enough. And we do have a game three. So let me just load that in. Okay, yeah. So I've paused it at 2 seconds. Let me know once you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, yeah. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, this time we have Morty playing as the Saracens flank.
Overlay.
Uh, okay. Sorry, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. And we've got Blapre who's playing as the pocket with the Indians, and finally Instagram as usual playing as the flank. He's playing as the Mongols this time.
Hmm.
So I mean, of course, we do not have Franks left, right? Because I think it was in the game
Hmm.
first game where somebody ended up using Franks.
Game one on
Yeah,
Arabia.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, we won't see the the like the 20 or 30 castles inside the pit, but yeah, let's see what happens. And okay, so on the other
Still, it's
side,
a pretty good combination. Mongols,
yeah,
Saracens,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Indians. It's gonna be pretty good for stackers.
yeah. But okay, so on the
That
other side, the
we have Nagaraj playing in red as Koreans, and in the middle we have Agent P playing as Pocket as Kamo, and on top we have BR playing in purple as Mayans.
right,
Yep. Yep.
and
I think these are okay. So Mayans are pretty good, and Khmer is also pretty awesome on this map.
Instagram just got Loom. So is he sending a villager forward or something? Because why would you get? I mean,
Also,
it's not even like he's getting housed or anything. So.
I think he's just worried about lowering the boar. Maybe that's why. He's still
I don't
like
know.
sort of
It's
like
still
new
too early for
player.
that, right?
Yeah.
He's still not got his four
Comfort.
villagers on the lumber camp or whatever. Ah, okay.
Oh yeah.
So non-standard build order here. And wait, where is that villager going? Oh man.
Oh,
So yeah, the
now he's
loom does come in handy.
like get to position, you boar. Only then I'll hit you. uh, but still, it's good to see things like this.
Yeah, and
So he
okay,
knows like collecting food from far is not gonna be that efficient.
yeah,
So yeah.
and Morty is going for a lame again, and he might be successful here because there are two of VR's sheep which he hasn't discovered, just right over there.
Where is BR score? Okay, okay. Scout died to Moti's town center right now.
Okay. But I mean, BR is still keeping these sheep over here.
Yeah, and Moti
Oh,
is gonna lame. Oh
oh
man, this is.
man.
Oh god. Oh
And
no, this
yeah, I think
lucky
BR
glitch.
just panicked and
Oh no,
oh,
he's trying to stop the boar
yeah.
with
Well, of
wells,
course the
but.
boar won't stop, right? And oh man, so that's one boar gone.
Uh,
Let's see if Morty finds the two sheep.
oh man,
Okay,
this
guess
guy
not.
losing his scout is not gonna be pretty good for him now.
Yeah, most
Losing a boar
definitely.
and a scout. Oh man, no, he won't be able to find his extra resources at all. But luckily, he has his deer right next to the berries. Maybe he can
Yeah,
push
so
that.
he can push that, and he has scouted one of his gold piles. Unfortunately, he has not scouted his sheep. He does not know where his stone. Okay, he does know where his stone is, but the secondary gold, yeah, he has no idea where it is. Okay, yeah,
All he
he
has to
does, he
do
does.
is
Yeah,
send
yeah,
more wills to the deer, and he'll be fine.
yeah. And okay, so the lame is successful. Oh man.
The other side, yeah, still again Instagram. Somehow, this time he did not manage to get the boar and the town center. But he's gonna. Okay, now. Okay, that's a friendly score. Okay, no, they're fighting now. And somehow, Nagraj is gonna lose this fight. This is interesting.
Uh,
Oh no, one
no, no, no,
Instagram
no, no.
decides to run.
So Instagram, yeah, he just decides to bail on the fight.
Um,
But let me just look at. Okay, so Nagraj had sent a scout forward, might have taken some TC fire, I assume, possibly, and he's just pulled a scout back.
that's the scout fight, Nagaraj and Instagram.
Yeah, but I honestly don't know why his scout is inside his own base at this point. Like at this point, you should be forward scouting your enemy's resources or whatever.
Okay. But now Blaplay Scout is also here, so that means Nagaraj Scout is gonna get wrecked if
Yeah,
Blaplay
if yeah,
finds
yeah,
that.
if he finds it, yeah, definitely. And Nagraj. Okay, Nagraj usually goes for a man at arms. So even though he has the barracks up, I don't expect him to do any sort of a trash at this point. And yeah, so as I said, he has clicked up to feudal. I think after this we might expect some man at arms here. But I mean, this is pretty interesting, right? In all
Mm.
three games, we had Nagraj versus Instagram on one side,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
BR versus Morty on the other side. So
Mhm.
BR getting wrecked by Morty again this time, and unfortunately, I
Like
don't think he has
like
scouted
three
anything.
games in a row. Like it's like sort of
Yeah, just bad luck, honestly.
yeah, bad luck exactly.
And Instagram also going for a barracks, but so
And
okay, surprisingly, Nagaraj is not going for any sort of militias or maritimes or whatever. Uh,
maybe he's going for straight arches.
Man, just look at his wall.
Uh, and look at Mortis walling too. His wall, his entire map.
Okay. I mean, but the issue here for Morty is that both of his goals are extremely, like, exposed.
Mm.
Like, one of his
It
goals is, of
makes
course, he's
sense.
using as his wall, but the other one is also, like, right next to it. So,
Yeah. And let's see what these guys are gonna do now. Okay, Kammer directly going for stable. Okay, he did go for a barrack. Okay, that's interesting. So you don't, as a Kammer, you don't
yeah,
need
he
any
does not need
like
to. I think he might have just Oh, okay, okay, he's made a spear. So, possibly,
uh,
just to make the spear, he's
defense
gone for the
defensive
barracks.
spears.
And okay, so Blaple almost lost his scout as well. But I mean, in the
And
previous game, what I had seen from Morty's side, Morty is aiming sheep as well. So I think these might be BRs. Okay, so surprisingly, these aren't BR sheep.
they are agent
Man,
piece.
yeah. So Morty is aiming pretty much everybody in this game.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
complete
in this set
disaster.
rather. Yeah.
Especially when you get lame like this, you usually see early rush from players just to get that extra advantage
Yeah.
and make walls all around your base and maybe get some army out and then move outside. So we're not seeing any sort of those things now. Instead of we are walling, we see Moti completely walling off his base.
Uh, I think Morty is going to repeat what he did in the previous game, which was go for
Mm.
a pretty fast castle. So,
Yep.
which he is on track to do because he's already got 600 food and almost 200 gold. And yeah, so there comes the
Oh
blacksmith and the
man.
market. And after
Uh,
that, I think he's just going to drop a TC in the middle and dominate from
mm.
there.
Is he gonna abuse that Saracen market and get like a lot of archers outside and try to get rid of all the buildings on the map?
Let's see.
Hey, that is possible.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely it is possible.
And the first one to be Saracen victim is BR again.
Yeah.
Every game,
Man,
man. Poor
BR,
BR.
I don't understand why BR is going for house walls. Uh, because I mean
Expensive.
he's spending so much wood on these walls here.
Yeah.
Mines especially, because you get the cheaper walls, right? So
And the scouts entered his wood line right now. So that means he may not be able to make archers too if he loses a lot of these villagers chopping wood.
and I don't think he has any spears. Yeah, so he does not have any spears for him. And yeah, so quite a lot of villagers lost here. So let me just check how
A
many.
lot of idle time. And the other wood line is still open and exposed.
Oh, he just managed to quick wall that. But he needs
Can he
to.
quick all the rest?
Yeah, now he can't.
He's gonna trap
Oh
his own wills.
man.
Oh no. This is an absolute disaster for a BR. A lot of wills.
So yeah, I think now what will happen
So
is we'll have a pretty bad allocation of
yeah.
villagers on different
And
resources.
Moti is already 80% to castle.
Yeah, yeah,
They
exactly.
none of the other players has clicked up. Not even the Kamar player has clicked up to
Oh man,
castle.
BR finally finds two of his sheep.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, but now, as you know, it doesn't even matter at this point.
yep.
Oh man, and BR, because he placed his archery ranges like this, his gold miners are walking all around the archery range just to collect gold from
Oh
the other
god.
side. Oh man. And we've got some scouts here for Agent P, but Morty's of course fully evolved by now. So Those.
And once he gets those crossbow numbers up, it's gonna be very difficult to stop that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at that point, he can completely flatten BR's base in minutes if he wants to, right?
Exactly. And by the time I think Agent P gets to castle, Bia's base will be gone.
Let's see.
And he's
Because
making a preemptive tower, which is again good, but it's gonna cluster those villages even more.
and I mean, in all of this excitement, we forgot to look at the other side. So we've got Nagraj, who this time is doing the smart thing. He's going directly inside Blaple's base, and Blaple, of course, is completely open.
And yeah, he's gonna team up with sorry, Agent
Agent,
P.
yeah. So these walls won't come up most definitely.
And oh, what a friendly unit. He's gonna get. Why not kill the villager? Okay, he gets that one too, and he's gonna run into town center and lose half of his scout numbers there. Has one down. Oh man, lot of scouts there on a single hit or two
Yeah,
hits.
but you know what? Blaple has been extremely lucky here. His gold villagers, I assume, will just go back to the collecting gold. But I don't think these guys have spotted the other wood line. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
they haven't. So, I mean, if he keeps sending more villagers over there,
Mm.
I assume it won't be found. I mean, let's
And
see what happens.
and Nagaraj again doing a small mistake here, running into the town center. Oh
Oh
god,
man. Oh, he lost
way
pretty
to
much
throw.
all
That's
his
like
archers.
triple shoot.
And
Oh
yeah, so
man.
meanwhile we've got Morty's crossbows already in the center. And BR might take this fight, but yeah, I don't think, this is looking very
Yeah,
good.
Moti is just trying to help Blah play now.
Yeah,
So
because
he's sending up. Yeah, these few crossbows are not gonna do
yeah.
a lot of damage. And Nagaraj comes in with another batch, and this is disaster for Blah play.
So
Um,
I mean, here's the thing: Blapse will get to Castle Age. Unfortunately, he has no military. He has some food and gold, so he can make some military, of course. But yeah,
if he can get like a couple of camels out,
camels
that's all
out.
he
Yeah,
needs to clear this army, whatever that's
yeah,
running inside his
yeah, yeah.
base.
I think yeah. So this army has been cleared, but wait, what is
At least
Nagraj
this time,
making?
Nagaraj is just being very active, not
Uh,
playing passively anymore.
no, no, no.
He's
But
gonna get
now
even more wills.
we've got Instagram who is pressuring Nagraj, by the way, right outside Nagraj's base, and yeah, so these guys are coming in. And yeah, so unfortunately, that means Nagraj can't send anything forward right now. He needs to take care of these.
That's a really nice catch by Agent P and also Nagaraj. Both the players decided to go to
Yeah,
pocket space
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and do a lot of damage.
So
And now Nagaraj getting harassed back home
yeah,
and
exactly.
building a defensive tower. The
Man,
tower may go up, but he may lose one or two wills in the process.
yeah. So that's one well down.
There you go, two
Honestly,
wills.
yeah, but okay. So then he takes. Man, Instagram is a micro nerd. He stops just right outside the tower range, and now he's taking a villager. He took one archer as well. Oh man.
Yep.
And yeah, so meanwhile we have Morty just trickling in his military towards the center, already going up with a TC now.
So once that TC goes up, it's gonna be very difficult for
Yeah.
the other team to get into the middle and take control because all
Uh,
the army will go through that area from now onwards.
so I mean the surprising thing here is okay, so we've got Morty who is collecting stone because apart from that, only Nagraj is the one who's like heavily on stone at this point. He's got 10 villagers on stone.
Is he gonna do like the tower rush
No, at this
or maybe
point,
just
I think
make
yeah, he just wants castles in the center at this point, I
just
think.
castles? It'll be fun to see towers at this point in
Yeah.
the game.
But Agent P is about to be hit pretty hard actually. And unfortunately, he does not have the military numbers. We've got 7 camels for Blapse. And okay, so we've got 9 knights at this point, but
But still, I mean, he can still take the fight. He
I mean,
has
he can
Bliss
take
too.
the fight because otherwise Morty is just going for the production buildings, I think.
Uh,
Yeah, there we go.
yep.
So he goes for the stables.
Oh man. And also these Indian camels, they
Yeah,
can bring down buildings very fast.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, with the building bonus.
And now BR coming for the rescue. I think that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole army is he gonna get trapped? Oh, he's trapping his own knights. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh man, all this is not looking good.
No.
But he has to delete the mining camp and surround those
Oh
archers.
man. So I think,
Dude,
and yeah, so he had to
oh,
delete the market as well to do this. But yeah,
why market? He has lost half of his army just for that. Oh man, this is not good at all.
yeah. I mean, on the other side, we've got Agent P with just three knights, two knights now, and these
And
will of
now look
course
at
go down as
this
well.
micro by Blap. Like he's just sending few camels here and there and trying to get rid of. Oh no, there are spears, lot
Yeah,
of
there are
spearmen,
these feudal age
strong
spears.
feudal
Yeah.
units.
I mean, mind you, they've got one attack upgrade as well because, of course, Agent P has his
And
knights. So,
yeah, and Mott is still being annoying here with his few 8 or 9 crossbows that
I
are
mean,
left.
at this point, Morty does not need to do anything. He basically can just
Uh,
get to Imp and,
mm.
go from there. Because, yeah, we've got Instagram who I think is going for a castle somewhere because he's sent how many villagers? That's seven villagers that he's sending forward.
He is still in feudal. He has sent those villages to collect gold from the middle.
Wait, BR doubt TC.
What?
Ah, okay. So BR did venture into the
Oh
pit.
yeah, that TC is gone.
Yeah, and that
I
TC
see it now.
won't come up because
Uh,
I mean BR does have a pretty sizable military. He's
mm.
got 30 crossbows,
And
but
look at this Instagram. He doesn't care, like whether he's in castle, imperial, or
yeah,
dark age
yeah,
or feudal age. He
yeah.
just wants to do something for the team. So he just decides to annoy his flank.
No, no. Not only is he annoying his flank, he's annoying his own teammate as well because he's collecting the same gold that Morty is collecting. Like there's enough piles for everybody to go around, and he places his mining camp on that
Uh,
one gold pile where Morty is mining.
Because this is the safest place, right?
Yeah,
He can
yeah, yeah,
hop into
right,
the town
right,
center,
right.
and the TC goes down for VR. So Moti is just exploring on the other side with his crossbows in the middle. Currently, Logistica doesn't have any control over that area.
Uh, Honestly, at this point, I would say Logisticas, or at least BR and Agent P, do not have enough control even over their own bases.
Yep.
Right, because
I mean,
these
if
guys,
Nagaraj somehow builds up his army
yeah.
number, then maybe he can try to do something, but not like this.
Oh, oh,
He
wait,
what?
BR,
What? Seriously, tower there? Sorry, no castle.
wait, where?
What map are
Oh
we on?
man,
Like Golden Pit, and you are building castles
and
on your opponent's
oh
face?
man,
No, that castle should be in the middle.
I mean, what does that castle do? Like these guys, yeah, okay,
BR
so
cross
BR just calls the
GG.
GG.
Another batch of crossbows inside his base. He won't be able to do anything here. Wow, yeah, well played. Good coordination by stackers.
Yeah, so I mean, these guys were just
And
constantly being
Nagraj is
raided.
not gonna call GG until he gets that revenge. Okay, there you go. He kills half of that army and calls it.
So yeah, let's take a look at the stats now. So military numbers, yeah. So stackers, Morty, sorry, coming up way on top. Although BR had the bigger military. One thing I noticed while we were, I mean, just last few seconds of the game, I think BR had his crossbows on the non-attack stance because Blapre had a camel right next to about 30 or 35 of BR's crossbows, and none of them were attacking it. So that was
Yeah,
pretty
true.
weird.
Maybe he just decided to resign before looking
Yeah.
at his army.
And yeah, so economy numbers. S- Yeah, so Henry is in the chat saying GG on score read. But these guys had the score read, as far as I remember. Uh, yeah, it was.
Early Castle, they had the score lead, but they just threw
Uh,
the
no,
game by
no.
not taking the control in the middle.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, like this castle is. I mean, if he's in the chat, yeah, I would like to know why he placed a castle over there because Instagram did not even have to do anything. He can just walk past. The castle is nowhere in range, so yeah. Anyways, looking at the stats here, so Instagram, the only player not getting to castle age, but I mean, like you said, it did not matter, right? Uh, Morty was just way ahead of these guys.
But yeah, overall, good game.
Yeah. So GG's, and let me just update the brackets as well. Okay, so fair enough. We've got Logisticas who are unfortunately out of the tournament. And I mean it's been a pleasure casting their games. They've played extremely well. So yeah, I mean we hope to see you guys in the next tournament. Although the next tournament it might not be possible for you guys to play. Let's see. But yeah, exactly. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, we can't announce anything right now. So in due time, let's see. You guys might get lucky. But yeah, so let me just show the loser brackets now. So we have Stackers X progressing past Logisticas. So Stackers X will be facing the Sultans, and we have the other set now. So that is Agent versus Stacker Z. This should be interesting. I've actually been waiting quite a long while to watch this game personally.
Okay, interesting. Can you mention why?
Okay, so from my side, like I've been watching these guys. Let me just pause the game and fix a couple of things here. And yeah, I mean, I'll tell you why this is going to be extremely interesting. So we have Stacker Z on this side and Team Agent on this side. Yeah, so the overlay is set as well. Yeah, okay. So as I was saying, we've got Bomberman who has been steadily improving. I believe he's gone beyond 1300 elo now. We've got
Nice.
Doomster who somehow has managed to get to 1700 elo. I have no idea how because this guy was like 1300. I mean, not a couple of weeks ago, of course, but let's say about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, this guy was around 1400, 1500 or something, and what do you want me to say, Agent Man? I mean, this guy, he's at 1700 ETH, and he does play well. So it's not like me saying anything negative about him or whatever. But he, I guess he just he spends so much time playing the game that he has improved like extremely rapidly. I would say because like for me looking at guys like Morty or Rogan or whatever, these guys I've been watching their games previously before I was involved with casting or whatever, and like I used to sort of I'm not say look up to these guys, but I knew like these guys were extremely good, and somehow Doomster being at the same level as these guys is just blowing my mind. So it gives me hope that maybe someday I can match up against them.
Yeah,
So
good. Fair enough. Yeah.
yeah, so
It's like you said, yeah, a lot of practice and watch your own recordings.
yeah,
So Doomster
exactly.
plays a lot of 1v1s and watch recordings and also train with people who are already good at the game.
Yeah,
So
definitely. I mean, it's from my side, it's a bunch of laziness and the fact that I can't spare a lot of time. So I get maybe 2, 3 games a day. So I mean, unfortunately, I mean, see, from my side, I can just give the excuse that I'm not looking to improve to 1700 or whatever. But yeah, I mean, this guy has been an inspiration. Getting from like 1300 to 1700 in such a short period of time is a massive thing. So yeah, anyways, I've loaded up the replay. Pause that 1 second. So let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so let's go in 3, 2, 1. And yeah, so we've got Bomberman who's playing as the Persians. Should be the pocket, I assume. And the flank is Doomster playing as the Ethiopians. And on the other side, we've got Attila Chewing Gum who's playing as the Koreans. So some pretty nice civs for these guys. Ethiopians, Koreans, both get some sort of bonus on their archers, so that's nice. And Bomberman going for the non-cavalry pick because of course Persians get camels. So I mean, of course they do get their knights, their cavaliers, and their paladins or whatever, but they do have access to camels as well. So let's see. And
On the
okay,
other side, we have Face Master for Stackers. I think he's also a new addition to
yes,
Stackers
yes,
just for this tournament, I think.
yes, yes, yes.
And he's playing as Incas. Incas versus Koreans. Okay, Korean Towers or Inca fist
Yeah,
fight. It's gonna be interesting.
yeah.
And to the right, we have Rogan playing as Pocket as Lithuanians. Oh man, this is gonna be pretty interesting too, especially if he gets to
Hmm.
those relics and stuff.
Right.
And the other flank, we have Blue Wolf playing in purple as Saracens. Okay, pretty good saves for all the players. Ethiopians versus Saracens, and Koreans versus Incas, Persians versus Lithuanians. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, we've already got Fat Dragon in the chat saying, Doomsday opponent ka doom hai.
See what's gonna happen. And Doomster is already moving forward with his scout. Seems like he's gonna go for a lane. If that happens, it's gonna be interesting how Blue Wolf is gonna adapt.
Yeah, because Doomwolf does have his boar forward. So if Doomster does find that,
Oh, he's sending a villager to get the boar, but Doomster is already there.
yeah, so Doomster will aim,
Oh
and there goes
no,
the aim.
that boar is gone. And Blue Wolf sees
Yeah,
that now.
so oh man, Blue villager was
He,
unfortunately following that
and
boar
he
as well.
gives up the chase with the
Yeah.
villager.
I mean, he does have his scout quite close by, but I don't think
Mm,
the scout is going to find the boar.
yep, the boar is a goner. Maybe Blue Wolf can go to Doomster's base and find his boar.
But Doomster might. Okay, so yeah, Doomster has enough HP on the scout, I think, that he won't lose it.
But yeah, Blue Wolf won't be able to find his boar. Oh, nice. Oh, and
And
he kills the
man, that was just flexing at this point.
disaster. All the hard work is gone. Like, okay, I won't give you the boar and I won't take the boar.
Yeah, and in all of this, okay, so Doomster has forgotten one of his own sheep at the back. Okay, he just notices that. And where are Doomster's bows? So that is one over there. I think he's already got one under the TC. Okay, okay, fair enough.
He sees the other boar too.
Yeah, just barely actually, because
Yeah.
if the boar goes back towards the hill, it goes out of the line of sight. But yeah, so he does
But
get his
now he
boar.
is back again. So
I
he's
mean,
gonna
he, he
find.
he has balls. I think this time what is going to happen is he's just going to run it to TC fire.
Oh god, no, no, this is not
And
happening.
there we go. He actually hits the TC as well. So Blue Wolf's TC has one less HP at this point, unfortunately.
And Blue Wolf flames one sheep.
Yeah, so Blue Wolf blames Doomster as well. I think Doomster shot one of his own sheep due to
Oh
TC
yeah,
fire.
yep. So yeah, good nerf. Uh,
Yeah.
no, yeah, he's sort of nerfing himself by losing the scout and giving one sheep to Blue Wolf and losing one sheep to the town center. On the other side, Attila is just scouting Pfizer, Face Master.
Feistmeister Scout can actually be walled in here, which is, yeah, exactly what's gonna happen. So, yeah, Feistmeister will notice in a couple of seconds
Dude,
that,
wall.
yeah,
Okay, that scout is trapped.
and so what I
Uh,
mean, seeing the games that I've seen from Feistmeister, he is another player who goes for extremely wacky balls. And he has this habit of sending his sheep to the mill to get slaughtered rather than under the TC.
And look at this annoying Doomster. He's Xing the deer, ostrich. He's asking, I think, Blue Wolf to push the deer.
No, no, he's asking Bomberman to push it because Bomberman has just
Oh,
pinged his
okay, all
scout.
right.
So just let me check here. So Yeah. So I think Bomberman, what he has done here is he has finished pushing his own ostriches, and Doomster's now saying, if you're done, can you push mine as well? Which
Yeah, that's what
is
he's doing
exactly what's
exactly.
happening. Yes.
So on the other side, yeah, that scout is trapped and it's not moving at all.
Yeah.
And Drogon reaches Feudal faster, and yeah, as expected, it's gonna be scouts from him. The other side, okay, Bomberman trying to push the deer at least close to the mill.
So yeah. Okay. Bomberman's going for scouts as well.
Yeah,
So that's
and yeah,
fine.
this is expected. If you lose a boar, either go for an early
We
rush or wall up your base.
I think Feismeister is taking revenge on his scout getting walled in.
Hmm.
He sent I think 7 villagers forward, and
Oh,
unfortunately,
oh, think it's
man,
gonna be Inca fist fight.
yeah, no, no, but do you notice one thing here? Attila has got two lumber camps, both of them on a single wood line, right next to
Um,
each other. A single tower can deny all his wood income.
yeah, that's gonna be disaster. And let's see where he's gonna drop his first down. Okay, there you go. So it's
Uh,
gonna range, yeah, 1.5 lumber camp
yeah.
there. The other side, late minute arms probably. Yeah, it's gonna be slightly delayed, but by the time those militia reach um, Blue Wolf space, I think it's gonna be completely walled.
But I
But the
think Blue
interesting
Wolf
fight,
is tracking the militia,
yeah.
so it won't be a nasty surprise. I think he will have his walls up. Yeah, yeah. So he's going for that, and I don't see any other holes anywhere.
Oh, there are no holes, and it's a choke point right
Oh,
through the town center. So whatever enters that place is gonna get wrecked.
okay, yeah. So Blue Wolf is completely walled now, and he's got a range up as well. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Bomberman scouts just run into walls now.
And Attila here has to relocate, and Rogan is here already with his scouts, so it's gonna be a lot of trouble here for Attila.
Yeah, yeah. Attila is going to
This,
have a very hard time because
yeah,
Rogan scouts. I mean, at this point, they are just chilling, of course,
yeah,
except for
I
the.
think it's over for Attila, especially with all the scouts running around and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
villages
I mean, he.
entering his
Yeah,
space.
he's got no walls to speak of,
Yeah,
right? And yeah, yeah. Feismeister, I don't think he's satisfied. He's going for more.
more, yeah,
Uh,
definitely. And all he has to do is go on the main goal and drop a tower there. He
Honestly, at this
can do
point,
that.
let me just check how much stone he has. So he's got 212 stone. Okay,
Yeah.
he stopped. Man, you can't make this up. So Weismeister runs his villagers into TC fire.
And and he didn't even lose a single villager
Yeah.
there. Dude, fight with your villagers. Kill those green scouts. Oh god, look at that tower. So one
Oh
tower right next
man.
to that gold would have
So
been
Attila is going
massive
for
pain
man
for
at arms.
Attila.
Yeah, but Attila is going for man at arms at 14 minutes. Oh man. He does not even have a single archery range up, by the way. And
And
yeah.
the minute arms from Doomster are in Drogon's base. He has not walled. And does he know, Face Master? He can fight with those wheels and he can win the fight.
Yeah. So anyway, by the way, we've got Doomster inside Rogan's base. Can Rogan spot this? Okay, so Rogan can just sort of see these man-at-arms moving about. And yeah, so Rogan is about to be hit with these three man-at-arms.
And the fist fight is happening here at Attila's base. And he's down to half villager numbers. Seems like he has lost few wills.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, now he is finally placing that tower right next
I,
to the gold. He should
I
have
don't,
done that earlier.
yeah, I don't think he has lost any more wills. It's just that he stopped making any.
Uh,
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what age he got to feudal age. I mean, what time he got to feudal age at, and how many villagers.
Rogan is getting wrecked at his base. He has
Yep,
lost
yep,
couple of
yep.
wills already. He's
And
gonna
he's
lose
not.
an on.
Okay, so he finally notices, these.
Oh, nice splits there by Doomster.
He's
He
70
loses
members,
only
right?
1 minute arm.
Yeah. And Rogan will lose, I think, one more villager here.
Oh
So that's
man,
one down. That.
absolute disaster for Rogan. He might lose another
Oh
one.
my.
Oh god. How many wills did he lose there? 4, 5?
Let me just check. So yeah, Rogan has lost four. Feismeister has lost seven wills, by the way. So it's not that he stopped making them. Uh, I guess he went up at 20 or 21 pop, but at this point, Feismeister has just 14 villagers.
And Attila is going for a full fist fight. It's gonna be a one-on-one will fight. He wants to get rid of all those towers
I
and
mean, yeah,
start taking gold.
it makes sense, right? So Attila's got 21 villagers. Compare that to like two-thirds for Feismeister.
Yeah, but there are a couple of towers here. All he has to do is make some palisade walls in front of those towers
Yeah.
and garrison those towers.
And Feismeister, I think, even has blacksmith upgrades on his villagers. Yep, he's got a blacksmith, and his villagers have got the upgrades as well. So, yep.
Oh no, Rogan's will is coming out. Dude, kill the will! Kill the will. Okay, that will is gonna rescue Rogan.
Wait, where?
Rogan's space.
Ah, okay.
I'd say, okay, she's down, and yeah, he has patched up the toe.
Yeah. So that was the sacrifice that was required by
Hmm.
Rogan to make sure that he was fully
Yeah,
walled.
yeah, and here it's like Face Master and Attila. They don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
They
they are
just
having their own fight, of course. And the funny thing here, I mean, Feismeister, all he has to do is delete a palisade wall, put his villagers inside the tower, four or five, and
exactly.
re-wall it. Oh man.
But yeah, in this process, Attila is losing a lot of wills here to the
Oh, oh, but
towers.
yeah, but we've got Bomberman and Doomster inside Rogan's base,
But
and
Blue Wolf is gonna enter Doomster space. His woodline is okay. Nice quick reaction there by Doomster. And there is a hole.
there is
Oh
a hole.
god. This is gonna be a okay. Let's see. Okay,
And okay,
good
Doomster's
response
going
to
for
that.
a defensive
Yeah,
tower.
nice quick houses there. So that's gonna protect his gold and wood for the time being. He loses one. He may lose another villager here.
Yeah, but I guess I mean the tower will come up, so
So there's three wills down there. But Bomberman, oh god, Doomster here at Rogan's base is an absolute disaster for
yeah.
Rogan.
So Rogan,
Scouts, archers. Oh man, it's over.
yeah, Rogan is pretty much dead at this point. I mean, one of his
Yeah,
wood lines is wrecked, his gold is wrecked, his other wood line is right over there,
he can't
and
even collect.
he's got one knight out. I don't think that single knight can do anything, honestly. Okay, he's
All
got
Doomster has to do is get rid of that one single knight, and Rogan won't be able to produce any more knights at all.
yeah. No. Rogan has one more knight, by the way, in the other stable, but yeah, I mean,
Oh, Bomber! No, not like this. Go help those archers. Oh. Okay, this is fine too. He just wants to get rid of all those villagers, whatever that he can trade with.
yeah, and
But yeah, once that knight is down, that's it. No more resources for Rogan. He won't be able to do a single knight after this.
yeah, and on the other side, Zubus hasn't been able to do much. I mean, he managed to, push this lumber camp people away,
Mm,
but apart from that, the tower has done a lot of work.
yep.
So,
And finally, this one here is gonna be an end. Still no. Oh god, these scout cavaliers from Persians are being pain in the ass. If those scouts see the this town center, it's gonna be GG from Rogan. But on the other side, Saracens are doing pretty good work.
yeah,
The TC
yeah,
is gonna go down slowly. A lot of crossbows here from Blue Wolf. So it's like it's gonna be a base trade. Oh, and he finds those villages too. Oh god, absolute nuisance at Rogan's base, and then disaster for him.
yeah. So I think Doomster might just give up on this TC. Problem for Doomster is that he does not have another TC right now.
Yep. And
And we have
that's
Bomberman coming to the rescue.
75% to castle. Can he? Can he? Okay. Oh, he needs that town center. He needs that town center. Can he
Oh,
maintain it? Oh, that goes down. No more castle for Doomster.
yeah.
And
Oh
he
man.
built another town center immediately. Oh man.
So yeah, Bomberman just slightly too late. And
Yep. Yeah, he was like too busy microing at Rogan's space.
yeah, and On the other side, Feismeister is still here, by the way. He's at just 7 villagers now.
And the
So,
fist fight is still happening here.
yeah, I mean, as I said, Feismeister, let me just check his food because I guess he might have a bunch of it. Okay, he does not. He has just 74 food, but I mean, he's got two farmers, nothing else.
And Doomster clicks up to castle. Oh man, that was just
Yeah.
fun.
But on the other side, okay, so Rogan does manage to get his TC up,
Yep.
but there's
And
still that
Face
hole
Master,
which he hasn't plugged. So I think that might come to bite him later on.
let's see. And here, okay, Attila is gonna chase down those 5 villages from Face Master has only 10 villages, and out of those 10, 5 are forward. He has only 5 vills back home. He doesn't have a base. He doesn't. Okay, he has a base, but yeah, there's nothing at his base.
I mean,
He's just running around
yeah, I mean,
with
at this
horses.
point, if Attila sent his villagers, to Feismeister's base, right, uh,
Yeah,
he could, I think, take down the TC if he wanted to.
he can.
Because there is nothing to garrison, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
yeah,
oh god, lot of idle time here for Attila. Where are those 5 vills? Okay, Knights finally into the party here. And this game is absolute mess.
yeah,
And
so,
Doomster finally, yeah, 92% to
yeah,
castle.
so,
He will reach castle, and yeah, he's gonna produce crossbows from there onwards. But now the problem here is all the crossbows and knights are moving towards pocket. Okay, 3 town centers for Bomberman, and he has good amount of knights too. All he has to do is keep a track of this army, and this complete army is gonna get wrecked if he finds out this.
uh, honestly, uh, yeah, okay. So we have Blue Wolf who's moving forward to Bomberman's base now. And Bomberman is how many TCs? Okay, so he's on 3 TCs. Unfortunately, he's not placed any of his TCs on the golds, forward golds.
Yeah. I mean, but that's still fine. All he has to do is bring back his army and get rid of this complete army. That will
Hmm.
help Doomster. Okay, but now Blue Wolf is moving forward again with another batch of crossbows.
So yeah,
Uh,
Bomberman.
to delete some, and okay, there you go. He deletes the wall and he's gonna jump on that military.
I mean, but at this point, Doomster's got sorry, not Doomster. Bomberman's got 16 knights.
Yeah,
Compare that to
more than enough to get rid of that army. Now, Blue Wolf will be just looking for the trade. He tries to snipe as many as villages possible. That's all he can do.
yeah. No ballistics, I guess.
Yeah, and Doomster is not able to get out of his space. Blue Wolf's crossbows are already there. Back home, okay, he's not booming. He's still on single town center, and Drogon on 2 town centers. He's going for the third one now, and he doesn't have any military. So all Bomberman has to do is take
Yeah.
all his knights and get into a Rogan space.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, Feismeister is effectively dead, right?
Yep. And
Actually,
he's
he
making more
isn't.
towers.
Yeah,
He's not
he's.
giving
Oh
up.
man.
Oh god. What the hell is this?
So, I mean, personally, at this point,
Knights here
all I will
from
do.
Bomberman.
Sorry?
There are 2 knights right next to Attila's base. All Bomberman has to do is send those 2 knights
Yeah,
forward.
exactly.
And Feismeister will be back to 5 wills.
Oh, but we have a massive army from Bomberman about to hit uh, Blue Wolf, I think. I mean, he's going through Doomster's base,
Hmm.
but I think these guys are heading towards Blue Wolf now, finally. Because they might have realized that they've allowed Blue Wolf to, just boom without any sort of pressure.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty bad for Blue Wolf, especially with this all crossbows and
Yeah.
knights. If
Yeah, because Blue
they get
Wolf
into his
has
base.
just 18 crossbows. Compare that to 21 for Doomster and 24 knights from Bomberman.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, assuming these guys actually go forward. Let's
Yeah,
see.
they are slowly moving forward. Seems like he's going to track down those knights.
And
And Rogan giving one knight at a time is also not gonna be pretty good.
so we have Blue Wolf who's clicked up to Imperial Age, who should be there in about 90 seconds. And we've got Attila who's clicked up to Castle Age, who will take, I think, about 20
Right?
seconds more to get to Castle Age now.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So I think what's gonna happen here is once they figure out Blue Wolf after reaching Imperial Age, they're gonna jump into his base.
Yeah, I mean,
And finally, Ballistics in for Doomster. And here comes another
yeah.
massacre for Blue Wolf.
Yeah, so Blue Wolf, I guess, will end up losing all his crossbows. Unfortunately, right as he reaches Imperial Age. So,
Pretty bad.
and
And his
Five,
base is also not protected.
yeah,
Everything's open.
open.
He doesn't have enough wills too. He's at 42 wills and he clicked up to him. It's a pretty bad move.
Meanwhile, Meister is at 4 villagers. I wonder
Is
whether.
he gonna? Okay.
So there's.
Two wills chasing on Attila's villager and three wills chopping wood.
Oh, Meister made a villager, by the way. He's about to collect some wood. And man, what
And
the.
there you go. Blue Wolf reaches Imp and he's gonna lose all his army.
Uh,
Oh god.
I mean, not just the army, right? He pretty much lose the TC as well now.
Yeah, and Rogan is spamming a lot of knights here, but at the same time, where are these knights? Okay, more knights coming out from Bomberman. So Rogan won't be able to compete with that
Yeah,
military. And there
exactly.
you go,
Yeah,
GG.
yeah. Because Rogan did not have
Uh,
the upgrades either, right? Rogan had no
yeah,
attack upgrades. Compare that to Bomberman who had forging at least.
yeah, and also Rogan's base got wrecked completely
Yeah.
once, twice actually, and yeah, from there onwards, yeah, has been game for Team Agent. But yeah, amazing game, such a messy game, but yeah, well played
So,
by Team Agent.
unfortunately, Meister never
Yeah,
got to Castle Age. Attila,
he,
I think, just barely managed to.
mm, but yeah, that was fun too. Like
Yeah.
full fist fight. Somehow he did manage to get up to castle.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, a lot of fist fights happened here.
So,
Uh,
Meister has killed 30 units and he's lost 26. Now, as far as I can remember, I don't think he has made a single military unit. So, Meister's entire KD is using his own villagers, effectively.
yeah.
And Attila, oh man, Attila getting wrecked over here. 19 kills and 30 deaths. Of course, against Inca villagers with the infantry upgrades. But yeah. And I mean, just look at the difference in the pockets here. So you have Rogan with just 14 knights. Compare that to Bomberman who got to 33 knights.
Yep.
So just massive difference over here.
True. But well played.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So
Extremely well
like
played.
better team coordination here from both the
Hmm.
teams. But yeah, the team agent came out on top.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, just look at the
what a game.
timeline. So, Agents vs. Tackle Z game 2 will be on Serengeti. Let me just pause it. And okay, apparently there's been a change in the team. Let me just check. Okay, so we've got Zoro in place of Feismeister now.
I
And
see.
yeah, so can we unpause?
Yeah, yeah, let's go.
Okay, that's good. 3, 2, 1. Okay,
And the
so
overlay.
yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, so we've got Bomberman who is playing as the Pocket with Berbers. One flank is Doomstar playing as the Mayans, and on the other side we've got Attila who is playing as the Vikings. Right, so Mayans, Vikings, and Berbers. I actually like this combination quite a lot. Uh,
Yep. It's pretty good combination,
Hmm.
especially on open maps. Like you need that mobility,
Yeah.
but Vikings, not sure.
Uh,
Um,
I mean, from my side, the reason why I say this is because both the flanks can actually switch into infantry. I mean, it's usually it does not happen in TGs or whatever, but I mean, both these civs have actually quite good infantry.
yep.
Plus the cheaper stable units with the Berbers. So
Hmm.
yeah,
And
and
Doomster straight away pushing on Ostrich. On the other side, we have Zoro playing in red as Portuguese, and his pocket we have Rogan playing as Magyars. And the top flank we have Blue Wolf playing as Mongols. Hmm, pretty interesting choice here. So Mongols on Serengeti, what do you think of that?
uh,
There is a lot of hunt though.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fun. I think that's the only reason why they've gone for Mongols over here. But
Hmm.
I mean, two extremely good cav archers, so there is that.
Yep.
And Zorro playing as the Portuguese. So Zorro is effectively, I think, quite close to Feismeister's level. And Feismeister can actually play better than what he did in the previous game. I've seen his other games. So I think he
Uh,
was just told to make the game as messy as possible. And he might not have the APM to, do all that plus the villager part. Which,
maybe.
yeah. So, which is why, of course, we saw his Titanic. But I think apart from that, both these guys are pretty good. Zoro, I have seen, is quite aggressive, by the way. So, Zoro versus Doomster should be interesting. And yeah, so Doomster is pulling in his elephant and is already sending a scout forward, I think. Yeah. So,
And Mongols, as expected, pushing Ostrich. Yeah, so far nothing. But Magyars yeah, are also pretty flexible. They can also go knights and also CA if needed.
yeah.
But especially with Berbers, those cheaper stable units, it's gonna be
Hmm.
like a lot
Yeah,
of units coming out of
exactly. Yeah.
Bomberman
I mean,
space.
Bomberman can, yeah, exactly. Just make more of them, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, should be interesting. And so Bomberman. So Bomberman has already started to wall up. Honestly, on Serengeti, I've never seen the point of walling.
You can do walls. Should be fine. What is Attila doing here? Look at his lumber camp. Uh, oh, he dogged.
Oh, it
What?
just as I was
And
saying it.
what the hell? Just for one shorefish, he docked. Nice.
Oh
Waste
man.
any food. Yeah, just dock.
I think it's only
Oh
because
god.
Vikings. Sorry?
And even made a fishing ship.
Yeah. So, no, that's what I'm saying, right? Vikings, of course, get the cheaper docks. So, he just wanted to use his Civ's bonus. Because. Uh,
Fish there.
wait, let me see if Blue Wolf knows about the dock. Okay, so Blue Wolf is next to the pond, does not know about it. Yeah,
Blue
exactly,
Wolf might
Indian.
be
So,
surprised.
sorry?
Yeah, he might be surprised. Blue Wolf might be surprised. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, there's a
Wait,
dock.
what map are we playing on?
Yeah, he might even go back to his base and check and see if there is fish.
But you know what? In all this greed, Attila will end up losing a villager because he does not have zoom. So yeah, some nice reactions here from Blue Wolf. Although I do believe he will be surprised when he saw the dock, obviously.
The next other fishing boat,
And yeah,
man.
so
Two
there.
fishing ships just for one stupid uh, 100 fish or something.
So the shore fish
Oh
is
god.
200 food, and each
Mm.
fishing ship I believe costs 75 wood. Is it? He's made more. He's made three fishing ships.
What? And this guy's crazy.
I
Maybe
think.
maybe he's just high when he was playing. He sees a dog and no, he sees a pond.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
He's
go. I'm
playing
gonna
like
dock it.
Viper, right? Because this is what Viper usually does. Uh,
But at least he sees like whenever there is like two or three fish, then he'll go for it.
yeah,
Deep
so
fish, not the shore fish. Oh man, now he is walling up his space.
I mean, the joke here is that he could have just built a mill, collected the ostriches and the showfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, which is what Indian just said in the chat. You
Mm.
don't even. Oh, Attila. Okay, this time he has Zoom, luckily.
And two wills too to support each other.
Yeah, man.
And Bomberman clicks up to feudal.
Okay. Attila has
Zora
added
clicks.
one more fishing ship. I think what has happened here is Attila does not know the map and he does not realize that that's the only fish that he's getting. So he
Yeah,
has.
and look at the gates here from Doomster.
Man, this is so interesting. Oh man.
Efficient walling. And he's gonna single tap each and every gate just to be sure.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is so fun.
But I mean, all of this we've missed the fact that wait, what? Nobody is making scouts yet. Okay. We've got Roken who has a second scout out.
And Bomberman is also making scouts. And now all the four fishing ships are here. They're just looking for fish, but unfortunately there's
Yes.
no fish. And Rogan finds all these
But
wells.
I mean, I don't understand why. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. It's a Magyar scout, so best not engage with your
Yeah, there
villagers.
are five wells. You can easily kill that scout. But yeah, few of those wells are already low on health, so
Yeah,
makes sense. And
and
double ranges from Doomster.
and Blue Wolf is already inside Attila's base.
Yep.
So who's
So is
he?
he gonna go for the fishing ships or is he gonna go for the woodline? It's interesting to watch.
But he's got just one lumber camp. So yeah, these villagers. I mean, at this point, honestly, I would just engage my villagers with the archers. It's just two
Mm,
archers, so why do you need to, run away all your villagers at this point?
yep.
Uh,
But the problem is, he is not on gold. He hasn't walled up his base.
yeah,
He
he
doesn't even have a
barracks,
barracks.
yeah, which he's just building right now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Instead of that, he spent a lot of resources on making a dock and four fishing ships.
man,
Oh man. Absolute disastrous start for Attila.
and he's
Still,
using just one villager to build the barracks. I mean, he's got like three more villagers chopping the stragglers. Yeah, finally we can
and
just.
he's gonna use all the wills for to kill those two archers. Look at the train. Attila has been his complete series. Yeah.
So
Hey, Gravity. Yeah, I agree, man. Scouts are for noobs.
yeah, and I mean Attila might be just wondering what he needs to do to get a clean game in because the previous game was pretty much just cancer from Five Meister, and
But I think he overthought and made it dog.
yeah, oh, of course. Man, if nothing else, just make one fishing ship, scout the pond. If there are more fishes, make fishing ships.
Uh, kill the spear, man. Okay, no, like Bomberman is gonna lose one scout here, but he's gonna pick at least one or two wills here easily if he can if he micros properly. Okay, probably two wills down. That's actually a good trade for Bomberman. Taking
Yeah,
off two
but
wills with three scouts.
guess I guess he might lose his scout here to the spear. Let's see.
There's still a lot of scouts here. All the archers. Probably, if he gets two more scouts, all these archers are gonna get wrecked. Okay, and a nice market
Market
comes
here,
in,
yeah.
and yeah, Blue Wolf can micro. So,
Yeah.
oh, those are Rogan scouts. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. No, but Indian is in the chat saying Attila has the highest wills, so fishing ships are worth it. I think the highest wills count is because of the fishing ships.
He's still making fishing ships and making
Now,
traps.
I mean, he has to, right? With all this investment, if he does not make fish traps,
Yeah,
what's the point? So,
and Doomster and Zora space. To okay, micro nerd. And yeah, Zora doesn't have any upgrades on those archers, so he
yeah,
has to bail on that fight.
Yeah, and I mean especially Mayans, right? So you get the cheaper
Mm,
archers, and Zoro's losing quite a lot.
lot of wills there.
Yeah, so we've got history in the chat saying, those traps could be next to the dock. Man,
Uh,
look at the moves that he's making, and then I think we can discuss whether he needs to worry about, the location of the fish traps. But yeah, I mean, at this point, Zoro is effectively off gold completely,
Yep.
and
And Doomsday is sending even more archers forward, but he has his archers. Okay, there now Rogan scouts are trying to get into space, and even Blue Wolf wants to go there and try to do some damage. But
uh,
more more archers inside Attila's base.
oh
Oh
man,
man.
Doomster, he had a villager that was stuck behind a quick walled house. So he deleted the house to save the villager. Instead, he built a house on the side, and now
Nice
those
quick
scouts
walls.
are in.
Can he wall? Can he wall?
Of course
Okay, he
not.
wall. Oh no! Okay. Panic mode starts now. But he has enough archers to clean this up.
Wait, no, no, no. I mean, these
No.
are CSK's archers, right?
No,
Okay,
he has
okay,
his
the other
archers
one.
too.
Right, right, right. Yeah.
All he has to do is get rid of those scouts first and then try to go for those archers.
Yeah, and
But Bomberman
Bomberman.
is gonna join the party too.
Yeah,
Okay, this
Bomberman coming
complete
to the
army
rescue.
from Stackers is gonna get wrecked here.
Okay, I think, yeah,
Oh,
so Rogan will save his scouts, surprisingly. Yeah, Doomstar. Of course, man, these guys are good
oh,
players as well. It's,
yeah.
just the sort of scenarios
And
that we are being, we are having to cast here. It's hilarious. And honestly, I mean, just this small thought came to my mind. Doomstar is actually inside Zoro's base, right? Both his golds can be ranged with a single tower if placed somewhere
yeah.
in the middle. Honestly, I would have just sent two villagers forward, try and get those villagers inside Zoro's base, make a single tower, and yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, if
Here
nothing
comes
else,
this.
you waste like 4 to 5 minutes, with your villagers trying to batter down the tower, or whatever.
Yep. So here comes the score switch. Zoomster taking the score lead.
And
The other side,
Attila is moving
yeah,
forward,
yeah. I
and
mean, Attila is more fun in this game than Bomberman and Zoomster. And okay, he's not staying quiet. He has moved forward with all his archers, and
yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah.
trying to engage with Blue Wolf, making sure that Blue Wolf doesn't leave his base too. So Zora is half dead. He won't be able to reach feudal. He's just now getting his fletching.
But I mean, why has Zubul's not walled in that lumber camp? Because Attila is just walking in effectively inside his base.
The but anyway, Rogan reached castle, so he might send a couple of knights and clean this complete army. So that is gonna be fine.
Oh man,
Uh,
but yeah, Attila's losing his
oh,
reinforcements as well.
Blue Wolf's army getting surrounded, and
Yup.
even Bomberman joining the fight.
Yes,
Man,
yes,
what a
yes.
team coordination here by
Yeah.
Team Agent.
And yeah, so Rogan is just finally now sending his knights forward. I guess we should be able to clean up this army here.
Yeah, and Blue Wolf losing all his army just before reaching castle.
Yeah.
It's not looking so good, but where is okay? Doomster is still inside his space. He's not going out. Okay, he knows Rogan is in Castle Age, and he doesn't wanna sacrifice all
Hmm.
his archer members to knights. But Attila, he doesn't care. So that's what makes him the best player.
Yeah.
Yes, in this process, Attila will lose his army, and now he is walling like there's no
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
mean, he's. But then the back of his base is completely open.
He is still open. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he's doing some quick walls here, but
But still, that's not gonna
yeah.
work out.
But okay, so in all of this, Attila made so many fishing ships and the fish traps or whatever. He has not taken his own berries, by the way. So, yeah, oh man. And
Like Attila is pure non-vegetarian. He loves meat, and he's gonna trap his own archer. Hey, Doomster just reached a castle. I think now he may move out with all his. Archers. Okay, soon
But
they're gonna become crossbows.
I mean, the issue here is that Bomberman has no army currently. So
What?
So Rogan and Blue Wolf can effectively finish off Attila at this point if they wanted to.
Yeah, but the other thing is like Bomberman has pretty good economy than Rogan. Rogan is
Yeah,
on
I
two
mean,
town
yeah.
centers.
So I mean, Bomberman has three stables now, and
Hmm.
he should be able to start making a bunch of knights very quickly. He's got three already.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just this slight delay over here, and
Yeah.
because of that, Attila's. I mean, just look at these villagers. Holy shit.
And again, Bomberman just cannot engage with Magyar Knights right without any upgrades,
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
when you have these many crossbows. So I think Bomberman is just waiting for all those upgrades to kick in. Now he has +2 armor and +1 attack. So yeah, he may be waiting for some more time, or maybe get like even more numbers and then engage the fight. Yeah, now he's finally going for the rescue. But Rogan has a lot of knights.
Yeah. So
But where is Doomster? Back at Zora's base,
and
cleaning up once
as
again.
Doomster reaches Attila's base, these guys are going to Doomster's. Sorry, as Bomberman reaches Attila's base, Rogan goes to Bomber's base, I guess. So
Yeah,
he,
but again, I mean, it's not gonna be that much of a problem for Bomberman because he is already on two town centers,
yeah,
protecting all of his resources. It's gonna be okay for him, but he has to regroup with his army. He cannot take fights separately.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, no, this is gonna be absolute disaster for him if he takes this fight. And
And
Blue Wolf and Rogan has pretty good coordination here.
and okay, so Doomster is also doing the smart thing. He's done enough damage to Zoro. He
Yep.
is now going to Rogan's base.
And look at the numbers from Doomster. He has 40 crossbows,
Yeah,
uh, but I'm not sure about ballistics. He has a university.
yeah. So the
Probably he
ballistics
might
will
have
come
ballistic.
in 10 seconds. It's just about to get done.
It's gonna be on time. All Bomberman has to do is buy some time, and Rogan's base is gonna get
Yeah,
wrecked.
exactly.
And he has enough number of knights to here. He's just chasing down all those crossbows,
Yeah.
and he can reinforce this army pretty easily. And Rogan is just spamming knights, leaving his base completely
Yeah,
out of
but
protection.
yeah, but I mean, here's the thing, right? Rogan is about to get a very nasty surprise once these 41 crossbows reach there.
Yeah.
And yeah, so these are fully upgraded crossbows. This being Serengeti, he can just basically walk inside Rogan's base.
And Attila is still supporting with his couple of crossbows, trying to do a lot of damage for Rogan's
And
knights. But yeah, Doomster is in Rogan's base now. So still the scores are pretty close. Let's see how this is gonna turn out here. Like, look at this in the middle. Rogan's gather point is so far he won't be able to protect his base at all. And now Doomster is slowly moving towards Blue Wolf's base, sacrificing Bomberman's base, and he's directly going to pocket again.
yeah, he just wanted to go from the other side. Man, these guys can completely take the TC at this point.
Yep.
Because, I mean, Rogan's playing as Magyars. I assume he does not have fletching or anything at this point.
But he doesn't have enough knights here, but he has enough knights when he brings in all those camping knights from the other place. But Doomster is just gonna be annoying at Rogan's base.
Yeah.
This will be very difficult for him to do micro at different places. But yeah, Blue Wolf. Okay, Zora is here with all his
Oh, yeah.
crossbows.
So Zoro
Okay.
coming to Rogan's aid.
Mm.
But I mean, man, there's 40 crossbows. Compare that to 24 crossbows for Zoro.
Yeah, this
Uh,
is gonna be disaster for Rogan.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna lose all of his numbers here.
Because Doomster has ballistics, he's got the second armor upgrade, which neither of which Zoro has. And Rogan
Mm.
had to, yeah, I mean, he just had to run his knights away, right?
And Bomberman is struggling to make units at his pace. He's losing a lot of economy.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is absolute disaster for
But I mean, Bomberman has just one military. and
Mm,
59 villagers. Compare that to Rogan, who's got 67
yeah.
villagers and 20 military. So Rogan does have the numbers here,
But
and
all,
Bomberman's
yeah,
the TC is also going down, by the way.
yeah, that TC will go down eventually.
Yeah.
On the other side, all the knights are getting wrecked, and the crossbows are gonna go down again. Rogan has been pushed out of collecting wood, but yeah, he has more town centers. This game is looking pretty solid for stackers. And here goes the town center, and there are no villages in it. All the town centers are idle,
uh,
and
oh man.
no idea what Doomster is thinking right now. I think he should have gone to protect his teammate instead of going to pocket. But let's see if that's gonna cost him the game.
Honestly, at this point, I think it would make sense to just go to Blue Wolf's base. Because Blue Wolf has a castle up, so I assume he's about to start making Mango Dye as well at some point. Let's see. Because Bomberman is going to lose his other TC as well.
Finally,
Okay,
Attila is
yeah, yeah.
here
Oh,
with his
okay.
few crossbowmen. So yeah, that's not gonna help a lot, but yeah, at least some relief for Bomberman right now.
Yeah.
Don't shoot! Oh, the knights, not the crossbows. Yeah, finally clean up at Bomberman's base. But these archers are still alive. 16 archers are still alive and just being pain in the butt for Rogan.
Yeah. But I mean, man, just look at the numbers here. Doomster's got 87 villagers and 70 military. So the rest of it, of course, is just camping outside his own base.
Yeah.
And
And this goes switch again. And Doomster clicks up to Imperial Age. Is it gonna be a hard carry by Doomster this game? If he reaches Imperial faster, okay, he's gonna be faster to Imp than the other team.
yeah,
But let's see what's gonna happen. But where is his military? Okay, he has a lot of
yeah,
military.
he has a lot of
54.
military. Does he have a
54
castle up?
military. He doesn't have a castle. I don't see a castle. Right now, the castle is going up in the middle.
Okay, so Doomster has around 450 stone.
Yep.
And I assume we are about to see obsidian arrows come in.
Oh, yeah, that would be disastrous.
Yeah, because
Obsidian arrows would be a overkill.
so yeah, that's 60 arbalests. No bracer yet, surprisingly. He's going. Okay, he has bracer now. Fine. And chemistry coming in as well.
But there are castles from Zora. There's one castle, very good castle, which is gonna protect that single
Yeah,
mine.
both the code. Yeah.
Uh, and poor Attila once again getting wrecked at his base. But yeah, again, this armor is gonna get cleaned up by those knights and a lot of crossbows. Okay, Doomster finally directly moving to towards the pocket. He knows if Magyars get to that imp and has the eco lead, it's gonna be slightly difficult.
Oh,
Oh, another castle. Can he?
of
Okay,
course,
is it
man.
gonna be a doubt castle?
Oh
Is it gonna
man.
be a doubt castle? Nope. No.
Oh, just passing. Oh man.
Not like this. Okay, he wants to get into Doomster's base and do some sort of damage, but Doomster is already at Rogan's base with tons of.
But I mean, at this
Uh,
point, it does not even matter, right?
yep.
We've got Doomster at 93 villagers. Oh, finally Rogan notices. So the castle is not coming up, at least for now.
Yep. That castle.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Doubt Castle, but yes, it's gonna be disaster for Rogan now.
Yeah, but
Look at the stables, how fast they're going. All
yeah.
the knights queued up are gone. Oh, so many resources there.
And yeah, I don't think the TC is going to last very long either.
Yep, everything is gonna go down. Which one's the imp TC? Is he going imp? Okay, he is not going imp.
No, he's not going
Okay,
in.
fine. In that case, it's fine if he's
Yeah.
not going imp.
I mean,
And now, look at the spam that's gonna come out of Bombersman base. So three stable. Okay, two stable production. Okay, he's still not clicked up to Imperial Age, but now it's gonna be a hard push from Bomberman and Attila together.
Yeah, so Attila and Bomberman both heading
Yeah.
together.
And the Mangudai, even Mangudai won't do a lot of work here.
But I mean, this is extremely late to start making Mangodai.
Yep.
I mean, the castle had been up for quite a while. I think about 10
Yeah.
minutes now.
He's just one-shotting everything, whatever that comes at his face.
Uh,
Oh, the mangonels are stuck. Oh man. I think Doomsday is just having fun here.
yeah. I think,
Okay.
By now, I think he should have realized that.
Oh no! Okay, but still okay. He has some 30 military there. Yeah, more Mangudai.
いいの
And the raiding happening at the same time at Blue Wolf space, and more people are gonna join the party. Everyone's gonna be at Rogan space, and more. Okay, forward castle. Doomsday is sending 14 villages forward. Let's see what he's gonna do. And another batch of Arbalest, 40
Oh
more
man.
moving towards the pocket, man. This is not looking good.
Right. And okay,
Oh,
so we have Attila also in Imp now. Arbalest, chemistry, everything coming in.
yeah, Stacker Z has spent half the army and half the time cleaning up those 40 units from Doomster, and now he's sending 40 more.
Yeah, I mean, Indian is in the chat saying, this shows why Obsidian was broken. Honestly, I don't feel it was broken. It's, just a fact. Like, if you have 60 arbalests, what do
Yep.
you expect, right?
And Rogan is still not in Imperial Age. The whole team, half the team from Team Agent are in Imperial Age.
Yeah, so we've got two
And
for Agent and just one for Stacker Z.
ダビッシ
yeah,
And I mean,
here comes the.
effectively, both the flanks are in Imperial
Oh,
Age with
look at
arbalests.
this! This castle is gonna be fun.
Oh, man.
Castle right on his face. Like, dude, can you stop it? So that's what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Let's
we are
see.
about to have a castle fight now. But I mean, there's no way Rogan's castle goes up. As long as Doomstone notices, which he does. Oh, yes.
I
This
know.
this is going to be a proper doubt castle. All his villagers, he's using to make the castle. Let's see if it comes up. 90.
No, no, it goes up. It goes up.
Oh, okay, it goes up.
No, dude, garrison. Okay,
But why isn't he
I thought
garrisoning
he's
his?
gonna jump into the castle, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh man, that castle was fun to watch. Okay, where's the other batch? Okay, there's another batch ready back home, and now Attila is just running freely at Blue Wolf space
space,
and
yeah.
having fun. And this game,
Yeah, I mean, Blue
Has
Wolf also
switched
does
to
not
that.
have any real eco to speak of, right?
yep.
Let me just check here.
But
So,
he has elite Mangudai. Probably not doesn't have complete upgrades. And this guy is even collecting that single pile of gold.
yeah. And, okay, so Doomster's got his first Reb out.
And he's still not sending this army towards Rogan space.
Blue Wolf, you mean?
And no, Doomster. Okay, he's sending that second, third wave towards the pocket. And here comes the main problem. But even Bomberman has clicked up the Imperial Age now, and look at the queue that he has right now. So 4 stables queued up with a lot of. And look at the knight numbers, man. Oh god, 46 knights. So yeah, think it's pretty much over right now.
Yeah,
They won't be
yeah,
able to
yes,
stop this at all. Stacker Z is having a lot of trouble right now. Looks like they have to fight hard. And the castle goes down too
Man,
for...
even Zoro's made a castle over here, but I mean,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
that
he's,
castle is not protecting anything.
yeah, and I mean, he's still
Uh,
got crossbows, right? So there's
Yeah.
not a lot
Yeah.
that they can do.
And there goes the Elite Mangadai. And there you go, GG, good luck next round. Well played. hard carry here by Doomster, but Stackers played really good. This game was pretty close until
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Doomster decided, like,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
to take up
Uh,
the game in his hands and go towards the pocket.
I think initially when Blue Wolf and Rogan hit Attila, if if the
Yeah, they should
positions
have
had been
focused
switched.
on the pocket and Doomster.
Yeah, I mean, they did focus on the pocket. The only issue is that Doomster was the other flank, so there's no way you could have had, Blue Wolf coming to Doomster's base.
Yeah, true.
Right, so I mean, that's just way too fast. So I guess
Mm-hmm.
just because of that, Doomster was able to boom because he had a weaker opponent. Let's just put it that way, right? Zoro
Yeah.
was not really able to do much against Doomster,
Mm,
and yeah, because of that, the pocket was exposed, Rogan, and yeah,
yeah, true.
nothing he could do after that.
But I really liked Attila's play. He even made two stables.
Yes, he's making
Viking
forward
stable.
siege as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
Viking stables.
Attila for the win. But yeah, amazing game by Doomster and Team Agent, even Bomberman, man, amazing
Yeah,
play.
yeah. So yeah,
Tough luck,
congratulations to
tough,
Agent.
yeah, hard luck for Stacker C. And the Rogan and Blue Wolf did their best. Unfortunately, yeah, it didn't work out in this particular
Yep.
matchup.
So I mean, this is the thing when the tournament was announced, right? So we had a lot of
Mhm.
players trying, some funky combinations where you might have 1,300 players who would just sort of make the cut, or you could have two strong players and one weak player. So I was personally extremely interested in, seeing which combination actually comes up on top. And like looking at the previous games, I actually felt that the 3 into 1,300 players can actually, easily overpower two strong plus one weak. But I mean, the way these guys held against the agent, I
Mm.
mean, yeah, it's just a lot of
Yeah.
respect to these guys.
Like yeah, even Attila, he didn't give up so easily.
Yeah.
Even though like he made so many mistakes. The first game versus Incas, that was fun. And this game, making a dog for five fishing ships, I thought like, okay, this is gonna be a throw. And yeah, he came back. And I think the mistake here was like Rogan and Blue Wolf hitting Attila hard
Hmm.
was the biggest mistake. I think
Yeah,
they should
yeah.
have gone directly to the pocket when they had the lead, and then maybe
But
jump on Doomstar, or maybe directly go to Doomstar and then jump on the pocket. That
But
should have
I
been
mean, the thing
the
here is
play, I think.
I mean, by any means, he's not a weak player, right? I believe he's around 1,100 ELO. And if
Mm.
you go to the pocket, he is going to send some military to your base. So, honestly, like, from my side, I would personally just say that, if stackers had their positions reversed, as in Blue Wolf was against Doomster, this might have had a different outcome. Or it could have been much
Previous
more closer
game,
than it was.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that's basically it. And Doomster getting the highest villagers, by the way. And apart from that, only Bomberman crossed 100 bills. So, I mean, it just shows how active the game was effectively. I mean, we had action throughout the game, right from early feudal age or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So yeah, GG's guys, and we'll say to Agent. Unfortunately for Stackers, that is the end of the tournament. Stacker Z, I mean. Stackers X does progress into the next round. So let me just update the brackets here. So we have Team Agent versus Stacker Z, and yeah, let me just switch the overlay now. Okay, so we have the round 5, which is the Sultans versus Stackers X, and the other one will be Land Clan versus Team Agent. So, man, these are extremely interesting games now, and I believe round 5 is going on this week. So, yeah, once these games are finished, I will have a blast casting them. And yeah, I guess that's it from us, right? Because I don't believe there are any other games having been played. Because in the winner bracket we just have the semi-finals remaining over there between Three Man Saw and Team Arquebus. So that is supposed to be a best of 5 set. And initially the plan was to cast it live, but none of the players were willing to do that because I mean they had their own issues, with the delays or whatever. So yeah, I mean we'll be casting the Rex, but the difference is that this time the Rex will not be posted publicly. So whenever we get the Rex, we will cast them, and that should be a pretty interesting game. Because we've got Dranzer, by the way, in three man. So if you're not aware, hello.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know
Yeah, yeah.
Dancer
So,
is
yeah.
in.
So Dranza has made it to the semi-finals against Nitro, effectively. I
Oh,
mean, Nitro is the team captain of Arcubis for three men, so of course we've got four. But Dranza is sort of the community manager slash semi-finalist over here.
oh, good to have someone from the community, and even then, like Doomster
Yeah,
as
yeah.
part of the
Doomster
community.
Nitro,
So,
it's now basically turning into a community manager versus community manager fight. Because if you look
yeah.
at the loser bracket, we've got no chance in Land Clan, right?
Mm.
So he's also a community manager, and the only thing is now we have no community managers from Stackers X or the Sultans.
Yeah,
So
and because Moti and Moti is still there,
uh,
and
no, I think Morty
Srini,
is just a
no,
mod.
Srini,
Yeah,
Super Mama Reddy is not playing.
yeah.
So yeah,
SMR is not playing. Yeah.
yeah. So
So
anyway, yeah, fun games.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely fun games. Had a blast casting with you, man. Long time.
Same here. Let's see how it's gonna work out in the next round. It's gonna be even more fun.
Yeah, so yeah, whenever the games are available, guys, we'll make sure to cast them as soon as possible. And just thanks for the support and thanks for staying with us for the entire stream. And yeah, we'll see you whenever
Uh,
the Recs are
yeah,
available.
yeah. We're gonna host Viper now, guys.
Okay, yeah.
Just let's raid him and say hello from AOE India from India.
Yeah, so let me just do that. And okay, so that's good night from us, guys. And see you guys when we resume the casting for the next round. So yeah, good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Dean was going to be like, okay, well, penalty is off, and then he just